what is up, you folks? We are back with another Lord Botha stream, and today we have a special show for you. We are covering the Xbox showcase at Gamescom because they are doing a showcase, I think, today and tomorrow. And yeah, we're going to be covering that. There was no Doom Scrollcast last night, which I normally have. That's our normal podcast show where we talk gaming news and all that, and movie news, TV news, pop culture, etc. And there's multiple reasons for that I'll probably explain or at the end of the show, maybe, if I remember it. But instead, we're doing this today. We're covering Xbox Showcase at Gamescom. I have my $30 pair of headphones on from Walmart, and we're going to bring up the show. I have the show up right now, live. It's playing. They're talking about, they're really starting the show off with a bang, guys. They're talking about the next Xbox gaming controller. Like, it's cool. You're starting off with hardware that sells really well, basically. They also have an ASL translator on the side here, and it's really pissing me off. Not just because I think ASL translators are, like, annoying and distracting to begin with, and it should just be something that you, like, a separate stream that you should just have with that on. But also, the lighting for the ASL person is like absolutely terrible. She's black and she looks orange. Like that's how bad the lighting is and they got her on like just a blank blue screen. It's weird. Anyway, you'll see it as I change over here in just a second. Sorry, I'm a little bit late just because like getting everything set up. Fucking OBS wanted an update, of course, right away as I got it started. So here it is. So we'll go ahead. She'll be full screen. Yeah, well, okay. They got the chat there. So let's make me a little bit smaller, so we can see some of the chat there. Let's put the sound back on.
Absolutely. Again, starting today, customers and our players can choose to pre-order that device, the 25th anniversary special edition controller, starting today.
Nice.
Do we have our soundboard?
Me want a second one to go along with the console itself. Unbelievable. Okay, everybody clear your calendars for tomorrow to get your pre-orders locked in. You don't want to miss it. But why don't we talk a bit more about this just stunning hardware? Like, well done, guys, by the way. First, Scott, why don't you tell me a little bit about what were the inspirations behind the anniversary collection?
It looks like an Xbox controller.
That went into designing this box, and actually, I'll hand it over to Carl, the team who actually worked on it.
I mean, it's a little cool looking,
thanks,
and the
Scott.
advert for it was pretty
so
cool.
we put our heart and soul into this design. I mean, going back 25 years, it's a pretty special moment. We wanted to create a product that was reflective of the journey we've been on with players over the past 2.5 decades. And so we started with the material. So the Xbox, the original Xbox limited edition console was in this exact same translucent green resin. And so we worked with the engineering team.
This is where we're starting
today,
matched
the resin, and we found a way to actually mold it on the console, the Series X25. And we've never done that before. So we're kind of, building new product muscle with this one.
So it's an exact color match.
It's an exact match.
Wow.
And so we're really proud of being able to do that. There's also a number of Easter eggs on this product.
Is it a ghost?
I'm not going to give any of them away.
Come on.
Bunch of Halo
that's
shit
up
on
for
it.
you at home.
Halo, that's a popular franchise right now.
Explore.
Sure.
You'll find some really special things. But I will say for the people who are at Gamescom here, we have a special exploded view display of the Xbox Series X25. And on
they
that
just
one,
showed
you
it.
can see around the fan shroud Master Chief's helmet. He's molded in. It's special.
Sick.
Do not do this at home.
That's right.
Don't take our word for it.
Yeah,
Especially there.
Do not open the device.
Do not open the device. But for those of you at the show here, you can check it out. We also did a few other things. And so you'll see on the front of the console, it has the branding, the Xbox 25.
Yep.
On the controller, we also have that. We also did something that we've never done before. So I'm going to turn this on. And you'll see that the Xbox button, we lit up the X shape in green.
Nice.
So this is a true homage to the original branding for the Xbox. And that's just something that every time you turn on the console, is going to remind you of where we've come from and the journey we've been on together. Kind can I talk a little bit about the controller?
Please do.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, the team just went all out. So, we talked earlier about the controller S design.
So good.
How to make it more comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot of inspiration there. So on the controller, you'll see the ABXY colors are the same red, blue, green, and yellow. It has the branding, the Xbox 25. On the back, I don't know if you can see that, we have the original Xbox logo.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that's printed on the back. And then for those of you who know, the controller S actually had the ABXY, but it had the C and Z buttons. They were white and black, and those later in life on the Xbox 360 became the bumpers. So what did we do? We made the bumpers in that same black and white.
It's like pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Like literally bringing me back 25 years.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's
so wonderful.
cool.
So that's just some of the design details that we did.
So you got
we
this
actually did
weird
one more
off-white button.
Oh.
It doesn't match
never
anything
before
on there.
done. So this console, each one will be laser etched and numbered. Unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's sick.
Why
oh
we-
My goodness.
no.
I can imagine already. People are going to be looking.
No,
We've got the
no.
25.
That's right.
Don't
We've
act
got
like
the
that's like, oh
117.
my god,
117.
that's weird.
Yes. That's going to be a real chase for collectors. I love it. Love serialized. And you've absolutely nailed the design. As someone who's been playing from the OG Xbox, I didn't have a translucent green one. I had the black
What?
one. So this is a nice chance for me to own something that's
Bro,
a
what
piece
are
of
you
gaming
talking about,
history
man?
and also just looks so sick. So congrats, guys.
Yeah.
You've really, really done a great job. And if you are at Gamescom, definitely check out the exploded view.
Super cool.
I'm kind of intrigued if I could get one like that and then maybe just put it together myself, because I'm a bit of a tinkerer sometimes, but yeah, I'll let you know. Well, it's been
People
an
in the
absolute
chat
pleasure
are
having you here,
hating
guys.
this.
Thank you so much for sharing all those details about the Xbox Series X 25 and, of course, the Xbox 25th anniversary controller as well. I'm not kidding. Get that reminder in your calendar so you don't miss the pre-order window. But hey, maybe check if you're one of our most loyal gamers and you got that early access email as well. But coming up, the Crazy Taxi World Tour continues with a jaunt through Germany unlike any other. But then we swap the pickaxe for a sword with an all-new game demo for Minecraft Dungeons 2. But Minecraft Dungeons 2 isn't the only big game coming to Xbox, with Gears of War,
Minecraft
E-Day,
Dungeons
NBA
2.
2K27, Call of Duty
man.
Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6 all on the way. Xbox is truly the best place to play.
Oh,
But
no.
first, you're
Are they
a
not gonna
raccoon
show anything
leading
new?
a gang of trash pandas in all-out mischief and mayhem. Yeah, it's our first world premiere of the day. Enjoy.
Okay. What? They brought out a new ASL? What? she's just sitting there watching it. What the fuck? So you're animal thieves, yeah. Oh look, guys, it's another like party game. Yay! Fucking John. This is just another game that exists for like streamers to play with together and like. Yeah, this is just another game to exist for like streamers to play together and like stream and. It's literally a game for content creation. Like, what was the recent one that just came out? Long Walk or something, walking the planet or some shit like that. And this will eventually just replace that, like Dumpster Gang. Ooh. Yo, is this ASL
Germany,
bitch just gonna?
the land of enchantment. From
There
the
she
moment you
is.
land, you'll be met with breathtaking views, fairy tale vistas, modern amenities, and cities full of historical charm. And there's no better way to explore this vibrant land than by car. Experience historic villages,
Oh, it's
modern art,
Crazy
delicious
Taxi.
sausages,
So
fantasy castles, magical holiday markets, and pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical. Naturally, no trip to Germany would be complete without a visit to the famous Autobahn.
Oh,
So,
I thought it
what
was
are you
going to be
waiting for?
something about
Explore
Yahtzees.
Germany today. Auf Wiedersehen.
The fact that there's a Crazy Taxi game that's going to take place in
Welcome
Germany
to the
and there's
home of
no
Minecraft Dungeons 2 at
there's no
Gamescom,
Yahtzee
right here at the
references.
Xbox booth.
That's a little-
It's a beautiful scene with the seasons
sad.
changing as fans wait their turn to get hands-on with the demo. You can see the booth is
Show us your
celebrating the
boobs.
brand new dimension for Minecraft Dungeons 2 that was announced last week, known only as
Oh,
gameplay, and there's no waiting in line for
Minecraft out.
you. Charlie's got the
she
controllers warmed
stopped.
up and ready
She
for a
fucking
live
stopped
playthrough.
because she's like,
Create all the
Adam.
minds behind the game. Charlie, take it away.
That was good.
When it premiered back in 2020, Minecraft Dungeons was called the perfect introduction to dungeon
Live
crawlers
shows,
for beginners
guys.
and a breezy
Not
adventure
everybody's-
for veterans, and a great couch
Not
co-op
everybody's
too.
prepared for them.
So here to bring us the next chapter in Minecraft Dungeons, please welcome Minecraft Dungeons 2 creative director Mons Olsen, executive producer Andreas Skoglund, and production director Nathan Rose.
He looks
It's
like he
lovely
enjoys
to have you here,
himself.
guys. Collectively, how are we
He
doing?
looks like
Thumbs
he's having
up?
a good time.
So good.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
Yeah.
Thanks
It's
for
great
having
to be
us.
here.
Amazing. Right. So, Mons, I'm going to come to you first, and I'm going
Sure.
to ask you potentially
You
the most
got
important question of
every
the whole day.
kind
okay?
of t-shirt.
What kind of game is Minecraft
gamer
Dungeons 2,
douchebag there.
and how does it build upon the world of Minecraft?
Okay, so Minecraft Dungeons 2 is an action RPG set in the world of Minecraft. You fight familiar enemies and new enemies. You collect lots of treasure, and you can do all of that together. So you play
Okay.
up to 4 players, either in couch
So it's
co-op
Minecraft
or online
with some
play,
kind of
or just
purpose
mix
to
the
it?
two together.
And co-op's a huge element of the
It really
title, right?
is, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. And we're seeing such amazing footage here that we've seen already, but one of the things I really want to dive into, because we have a live demo today, how very
I don't know.
exciting.
I've
is
never
the
been into
character
Minecraft because the
customization,
art style
because this
is
has evolved quite
shit.
a bit since the previous title, right?
Yeah. So
And
we're seeing
everybody
the new
pretends like
inventory
it's
here.
something different and
There's a
cool,
few
but
things that
it's-
we have done to it. The armor slot has been split up into 1 from the first game, into 4 slots.
Love
helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots to
Just
match
like Minecraft?
regular Minecraft.
Yeah. And
Uh,
just more loot gubbins to
Exactly.
pick up.
More loot,
Yeah.
more ways to customize.
Exactly.
We've
Okay.
added a new item slot called talismans.
What's up, guys?
Talismans give you passive bonuses that specialize you in a particular playstyle.
Check
So if
out
you
our
wanna
new
customize your
inventory
playstyle, you
system.
equip these.
This
You
is
see that some
riveting.
of these have experience, so if you go
Wow.
after one of the equipped ones, they level up with you. So as you play the game,
okay.
as you invest more time into it, these talismans upgrade and become stronger. And for
Imagine
example,
your
there's
big
the Tasty
showcase
Bone, which
for the
gives you,
update of your game.
A wolf companion that fights alongside
Good,
you.
he's
Being
back.
like,
I'm very happy. And you can switch
"Hey,
these
guys,
in and out to match
For
the
sure.
playstyle,
We
yeah?
broke
Yeah.
down
There's
our
a few emphasis for
inventory
you guys
system
is-
now.
Yeah, again, when you go in to choose a character, you choose the design of a character rather than a class type that you
Exactly. We have
Yeah.
this idea that you are what you wear.
Oh, I love that, Mons. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So Nathan
Sounds
is going
kinda
to go
gay.
upgrade some of his loot at the blacksmith. Some of these have slightly lower item power, so if you just want to bring them up.
Let's beef them up a bit.
And at the blacksmith, you can also the gear spawns with random effects, and you can swap those out as you like.
Okay.
So you can spend this special currency called the Echo Shards to re-roll your effects that you have on your gear to specialize your character.
So you can still grind for like the legendary style, like the look of the loot that you want,
Sure.
but then you can come back here and refine it with this additional currency.
right.
Wonderful. Okay. So what are we going for here? What are the options?
I think we have a build that has a little bit of everything set up.
Okay.
Okay. So the melee weapon here is unique. It's a very powerful item that has additional melee boosts of different kinds. You have a set of feet that buff companions, so things
Okay.
like the wolf.
Yeah.
Do you want to go?
Dude,
look
their
at some
chat's
enchantments
moving
here?
so slow.
Yes, definitely.
they-
So talk us through the enchantments. If there's anyone who
Nobody
hasn't played the first one, how
actually
does
gives
that
a shit about
work
this.
in the world of Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons?
Right. So to further specialize your gear, you can put enchantments on it. So you collect enchantment books out in the world. This is a change
How
from
are
the
they
first
explaining this?
game, where you had enchantments built into your gear, and now instead you collect these books and you can apply them as many times as you like to whatever gear that you
This
like.
is like
Oh, wonderful.
this feels
Nathan,
like
take your
explaining
pick.
all the
Okay, I'm gonna go with
ingredients
inner mines on my main hand.
to like
And what does that do? Weapon attacks.
Your
deploy
menu, the
two
dishes on
mines
your
that
menu,
explode in proximity. Ooh, that
when you
does
could
sound
just,
very
like,
good.
give
Great ad
people a
control on
menu.
that.
and so
and
now
they could,
whenever
like,
he
order.
does jump attacks, also new to the game.
Ooh, okay.
Or combo attacks, swing multiple times,
Ooh, that looks awesome.
then you'll see these enemies pop up.
And as a personal favorite, I could also see on the bar at the bottom that The firework arrows are back, right?
They are indeed.
They are my favorite thing. So I played this game obsessively with my family. It was the first game really that my daughter
Why?
came to. With the couch co-op really came to us here. We even gave it a nickname.
That is cool that they
if you
have
guys are interested
couch
in hearing
co-op,
a little,
though.
you know, maybe
You
don't get a lot
around
of that
We called
anymore.
it Minicraft Dungeons.
Oh.
Unless
Let
it's
me know if it
the
sticks
guys
with
that
me. I
made
imagine
It
it
Takes
doesn't,
Two.
but yeah,
Look at that
I
and,
absolutely, I loved it. And
what was the other one?
Should
they
we
did?
head out into the world and
if we
get
could
a few
make my
more
dreams
players in?
come true,
All right,
play
let's
it,
join.
that'd be great.
Split Fiction. That was.
So we're gonna travel to
that
an outpost in the
cocaine-fueled
forest area
Frenchman.
here, and then
I never remember his name.
I'm gonna choose this guy.
Beautiful. Okay, and me.
Charlie?
Here we go. I'm going to go for you. Lovely.
I'm going to pick a character as well.
Beautiful. And here we go. Very quickly, that map was an interesting thing. Instead of going onto a specific place, the table, choosing a mission and moving over, this interconnected world is brand new, right?
Right.
It's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Andreas, actually, do you want to talk us through any of the other
It
new
looks
elements
like a
that have come
Lego
on?
RPG. Like it looks like.
Sure. So what we did is that we took the original Dungeons 1 and we listened a lot to the community, what they loved about it, and we smacked the big old layer of freedom on top of it.
Love that.
So
They really
we want
don't
for
care.
Dungeons 2
Said in their
that
chat.
players have the freedom to play the game they want to. So Mons talked about, you know, you are what you wear. So depending on how you equip, you can play the game you want to.
Oh, my loot's in the sea. I'll get that later.
And also you
Well, we'll
have
find
the freedom to explore. 'cause
Okay.
our world
Okay,
is a big
so there's
interconnected
something they
world.
have
So
to fix.
Outside of the
So
core quest line,
is,
you can do a lot of things in procedural generated dungeons and,
Loot falling
and
into
whatnot.
the water,
And
which
lastly,
apparently they can't
we also want
access.
Dungeons to be. You have the freedom to play it.
You're
with
thinking
your
a
friends
game that
the
has
way you want to.
building
So we put a lot of
or
emphasis on building out our co-op
based around
systems.
building mechanics
Absolutely.
would
I
have
mean, you had such a huge
have the
community
ability
that
to
came
do
along.
that.
I'm going to nick that TNT, by the way. From the first game, millions and multi-millions of people played. So
Many,
what was
many
it like
millions.
to build upon that foundation when it came to the sequel?
Well, the beautiful thing about working on a sequel is that you can listen into what the players loved about the original and use that as a guiding star when you build a game. So really, we wanted to tap into all of those things.
Is there one feature in particular that fans were really, really
I mean,
wanted the
Mons
most?
mentioned it.
Someone in the chat said blah,
dear,
blah,
yeah.
blah.
The big one.
Yeah.
I've got you.
This is kind of how I feel at
We
this
really
point.
want, the game
Like,
to be
listen, I'm sure
adaptable
if
for
you're
new
like
players to
super
the sub,
into this,
to the sub,
like it probably is
Minecraft
cool to
genre
see
here.
it. And you're like,
but also have a lot of.
oh, I'll
depth
take
to
anything I can
returning
get.
players.
I just want to
We
get my
have-
hands on
we
it.
have
But I feel
actually
like there are
the,
not a lot of those
mini
people.
inventory that we could show
So-
off, which
Mini
is
inventory.
Oh, look
Yeah,
at
you're
that.
getting people
So,
saying next.
and
Like,
Hold on,
it's-
what do I press to get that?
the D-pad up button.
D-pad.
I think
Yeah,
people
so
get it
in
at
the
this
first
point.
game,
We're
you
we're
had
still
to
going on
inventory
about
management.
this.
You had to
like
take it
one
in
at a time.
turns. Yeah.
And that was some feedback from the community that we really took to heart.
Absolutely.
Now we have this mini inventory so everyone can manage the gear at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we would rock, paper, scissors in our house as to who got to go first to look
So
through
they-
the
they
loot
can
after
go
a
in the
fight.
water.
That's
What-
incredible. I love that.
That's really
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
You also have
Was it
this
deep
guiding
water?
line.
Is
If
it-
you ever
was there a
lost in
difference?
the
I
world,
don't
you
know.
can just press,
Yeah, it's
Love
shallow
that.
water.
press the button here. and
Pretty
know where to
accessible.
go. Yeah.
So we're gonna go over to. Oh, you're hitting me with TNT.
that was me.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh.
another fan favorite.
that's usually a
Um,
Mons move.
And another improvement in this game is
He's talking shit.
multiple people revive at once. You revive faster, so that
Oh,
was something
amazing.
we were doing there.
That's really cool. I also wanted to ask as well, so I'm looking at what I've got equipped down here. What's
This poor
candle?
ASL chick, she has to
That's the
translate for
creeper
like
candle.
all
The
four of them at
creeper
the same
candle.
time.
So, like a creeper, it explodes. So you
Uh-huh.
put it down, and then after a little while, it explodes, and it takes a bunch of enemies with it.
Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to test that up on the next adventure that we have. In fact, I'll tell you what. While I'm waiting for some poor innocent fool to put my creeper candle on, let's talk a little bit more about discovery and exploration and what makes this game as fantastic as it does. What's it like to expand this world even further for fans?
I mean, it looks like you just
So we just walked past this doorway. We didn't enter it.
Yeah,
That
you're
leads
you're
to a
expoing the
randomly
game, like you're
generated dungeon.
showing off the game. You're not
And so
actually
you can
like
enter those to find special currency.
you're not really
these
picking up
Nickel
loot,
shards that
as
we
I can
use
see
for
there.
enchanting
Like
and
you're
for
just
upgrading the merchants
wandering.
in town.
You're just
You
wandering
can
to show
also
off
get
the
that
game to
currency
people.
by
Like you're not.
defeating soul corrupted mobs.
Okay.
One of which we see up here.
Oh, it's this guy.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
so
definitely
that's an
dropping a candle there. Watch out, lads.
Extra tough
Ah.
enemy. But once we get it, we should be seeing
Nice.
some of the special currency pop up.
Oh,
and
well done, you
we're all
dings.
collecting it.
Great work. This is wonderful.
Okay, and so we're just gonna walk up
Fucking
this
dogs
tower
are stuck.
and find the.
Who's going to be up here?
Well, let's see.
Okay, all right then. Nathan, I
He
wanted to ask
doesn't
you
fucking
about the
know.
evolved
He doesn't.
co-op
He's like,
experience
wait a
as well.
second.
We
This
spoke
should be
about it a
here,
little bit, and
right?
obviously, we can see it on display here, but we mentioned it at the top. Co-op is such an integral experience.
It's supposed to be
Minecraft
puddles
Dungeons
on the
2.
stairs?
Can you speak a little bit more
Why is
about
there
what that's
water
like
there?
to bring it together and what it means for the title?
Yeah, absolutely. A big change that was made between Dungeons and Dungeons 2.
This guy
around
actually
couch
fucking
co-op
talks?
is the ability to join a online multiplayer game within a couch co-op group. So say if you're at home
okay.
playing with your family and you have an open spot for another player, you can matchmake and grab another player from the internet to join your couch co-op.
Oh, wonderful.
It was
oh,
a
You did
big
that guy.
change that was really necessary and something that our fans have been
You know,
asking for.
that's
Yeah, I
kind of
can
cool.
imagine.
That you can couch
Kill all the
co-op, but you can
idiots.
also add people from
All
online,
right.
so you
Oh,
can
this
potentially
looks
play
like
with
what? Oh, the weather's
friends
not good
at home
either.
and far away.
No.
Oh, dear.
People in their chat
Well, I think we have
are done
one
with
of
this.
those
They're like,
infamous
we're
demo
bored,
bugs
move on.
here, but
Oh, no.
this is supposed to be a big boss fight.
And you've robbed me from it. That's fine. I will
Yeah.
have to wait and see it when it comes out.
Nathan, do you want to take us to the forest and we can play some of the forest there?
There
Ooh, yeah,
was
absolutely.
supposed to be
yeah,
a boss
let's talk
there,
little
and
bit
he
about
wasn't.
How we're going to get to the forest,
What the fuck?
the map, the world,
don't
how it all
even
connects
know.
together while we're setting that up, please, Mons. This is stunning, by the way.
Yeah, so we have this lovely map. There is things to do all over it. As you can see, there's like little indicators of side quests.
Okay. In
Different.
fact,
Move
I
on,
think I've just been told
please,
that
please,
we can't see it
stop.
Here, but everyone, there we go. We do have a clip. We had a
Oh,
little
nice.
practice on the boss
Oh.
fight, so actually we
There
can
he
just
is.
talk
Let's
over
look
the
at that.
footage
Oh,
and
nice.
how good I am. I don't think, yeah. So talk us through. Who are we seeing here?
Right, so this is the Copper Monstrosity. It's a really big boss fight that
Okay.
you encounter as part of the story. You're looking for somebody else, somebody called the.
At this point, we're
Supreme
also at
Lord.
risk
Okay.
of
But
showing
actually,
too
as
much.
you get here, you instead encounter this giant monstrosity.
I feel like you've shown
fight.
too much at this point. Can
And
you please move on?
It's actually quite a challenging fight. This video is making it look easy,
Because we're so good, right?
but yeah, like it takes a beating.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fight. It was really, really fun.
Yeah.
And I felt like everyone, you're missing out. We had some great call-outs as well. Everyone looking after each other. I've thrown the TNT and everything. So again, the co-op comes perfectly into there. So do we want to touch on where we've landed?
Well, this
here?
show is supposed to be
So
2
back
hours
into the-
long,
the
and we're
regular,
almost
or are we
30
gonna-
minutes in. And so far,
Let's
we've
talk about where
covered
This was actually. This was really interesting.
20th
I think
when
it's
we
an
looked at
interesting
this.
Like-
cutscene too.
Yeah, talk to us about
25th
what we're about to see
anniversary,
Right,
like,
so this is right after
hardware.
the fight.
and we've
And
covered
We're seeing some of that quirky Minecraft. humor in this
Minecraft.
then. Yes,
cutscene.
love that. I'm so glad you've kept that.
Minecraft
Yeah,
RPG.
We're
like,
picking
with-
up a note block, which is important to the story.
This show is
we'll
supposed to
go
be
into
2
more
hours long.
details on that later, but
Okay.
as you can see,
And-
it's that easy to just.
a fourth of it has
Laughing
been
at
two
him in the
things that
background.
people are like,
Is there any
Cool,
symbolism
can we
with the
move
music
on?
box?
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get into it at a future
Okay.
date.
All right then. Well, on that note, talking of a future date, Minecraft Dungeons 2 does launch next month. It's not that far off, guys. I hope we're all excited. Are there any last thoughts you wanted to share with players before we wrap up?
no,
I mean,
please move on.
saying, we're only 1 month out. I think this is a brilliant time to also pre-order our game, because it comes with a lot of really nice, items you get with pre-order. I mean, look at this cape.
Cape is beautiful.
Look at the
Look
chicken.
at the chicken.
Yeah.
As the sole chicken pet.
Oh, I love them. Oh, so sweet. So this comes as part of the pre-order bonus, as you
Yes.
say. Yeah.
So pre-order now, get these things, and we'll see you all in a month.
I'll
Yeah.
meet you in the interconnected
Absolutely.
world. I'll be jumping in all your lobbies. Well,
Nobody
thank you
cares.
so much for joining me today, guys. This was absolutely
Literally
fantastic.
nobody
Good luck
cares.
for the rest of Gamescom as well. And yeah, thanks again for walking us through this demo experience. But coming up, it's the day that changed everything. The most important event in all of Gears of War lore, and we're not just talking about the long-awaited reunion of Marcus and Dom. We've got the latest on the campaign and what Gears fans should look out for when Gears of War E-Day drops later this year. But first, let's keep the party going with another world premiere.
Know you what it is to behold the world's ending?
Okay.
To know the hour, the blood, the flame?
So it's a roguelike?
I do.
Alright.
Odin is waiting in Asgard.
You shall be my final wager. To save the 9 realms.
Oh, so it's
Powers of the gods.
it's Nordic Hades.
Twist fate with the throw of your dice.
It's Nordic Hades.
You are
That's
the
what this shit is.
vanguard against Ragnarok. The defenders of Mibamba. Oh, it's hard to do it alone. Then rise in Valhalla.
Oh. It's
Gather your brethren.
It's Hades. It's Nordic Hades with co-op, guys.
Mibamba! Show the spawn of Loki why. You never bet against the gods.
All 4 of them. That's it. Hades 2 from Team. Somebody said 8. Yeah, so everybody knows this.
It's a big year for Xbox, and we've got a lot going on here at Gamescom. We're celebrating 25 years
What's up
of
with her
gaming,
tooth?
which is apt as we've got 25 games on the show.
One of her
here,
front teeth
and more than
is
40
like
games in this
slightly
show for all of
shinier
you at home
and
to enjoy. We got
like
hands-on
bigger than the
gameplay
other.
and looks at some of
The
the
front
most
teeth, and it's
iconic
distracting.
franchises in entertainment. And here with me today is
The
Xbox
black ASL lady
expert
is
on the
back and
next
she's
generation of
done her hair
movement.
up.
No, I think I prefer him by his other title, Master of Beards. None other than Jason Ronald himself.
This
Welcome,
is-
Jason. How are you?
I'm great,
Shut
and I'm
up.
so excited to be here at Gamescom.
Silly
Thank you
woman.
so much for having me.
No, of course. You've been to quite a few now. Is this number 10, right, for you?
Yeah, you know, I love coming to Europe, and you know, not only is it
Why?
Europe, but Germany is
It's
so
full of
important to
Europeans.
everything that we do. And so, it's as you said, it's a really exciting year here for Gamescom, and we have so much going
old
on.
neckbeard.
You know, last night at opening night live, we showed a new set of footage for Gears of War, which I'm super excited to play in October. You know, we announced our partnership with CD Projekt Red to bring The Witcher 3 to Battle.net. But ultimately, for me, the thing that makes Gamescom so special is just the fans and the community. You know, this is what has made Xbox special, and just to be here in Germany to celebrate with the community and all of
Well, at
these
least
great
he's-
creators, it's just such a great time to be at
I mean, he's
Xbox.
opening with good
So right.
sentiment.
We've got a lot to celebrate
But
tonight at FanFest as
what
well.
do you
Looking
got
forward
for
to
me?
that.
Exactly. You know, FanFest is one of my favorite things to do. It started here in Cologne, and it's just going to be great to spend time with the fans tonight.
100%. Can't wait. Now, speaking of the fans and also the community, there's a lot of players that take obviously great pride in their gaming collection, especially here in Europe. We know that Xbox players have stacks of physical games. I like to organize mine alphabetically and have a couple of collector's edition Doom Slayer and Master Chief looking down, guarding all my
Shut
precious
up!
loot.
Yep.
But
Silly
there has
woman.
been a lot of conversation lately around ownership and also rights to the games that you buy. So Jason, what do you make of it all?
Yeah, very similar to you. Like, I have a large physical collection. I have my own collector statues.
Okay.
So today we're announcing we're bringing a new feature to bring all of the benefits and the flexibility of digital to players who have physical games. Because players have built their libraries of games with Xbox over the last 25 years. Many players, some have bought physical discs, some have bought their games digitally, and many of these games work across multiple generations. And even as technology changes and formats change, your library shouldn't. You know, we have so many special memories tied into our libraries, you know, the moments you've played with your friends, and we want to be able to bring those forward. And that's really about our commitment to game preservation.
I mean, that sounds great.
Okay.
I really love the idea of
That's why you
your
teamed up
libraries
with
moving forward
CD
with
Projekt
us,
Red,
but can you maybe walk me
DOG,
through it
all
a little
that?
bit? So again, I've got a physical game copy on my shelf at home. What do I actually do with it?
She's like, you didn't really
it's
actually explain any of
simple.
that.
So most Xbox One and Xbox Series X titles support this. So all you have to do is just put the disc into your console. You'll be prompted to redeem a digital license, and that digital license will be tied to your account. And so now you get all of the benefits of digital. So you don't have to put the disc into your console to play the game. If the game supports Xbox Play Anywhere, you can easily play it across multiple screens. And you can even do things like cloud streaming, which you never were able to do previously from a physical disc.
Wow, I mean, that sounds sick.
Yeah,
and
that's a
also really
massive
straightforward.
W.
You mentioned just then about supported titles.
That is a
What do you mean by
massive
that?
W in Dunk on
so we're launching
PlayStation.
with support for thousands of games, and we'll add more over time. And this is part of why we're launching it with the Xbox Insider, so that we can start collecting feedback And you'll see improvements over time. But this is really just, when you think about working with thousands of games across 25 years of Xbox, very similar to how we brought the
So yeah,
original
this is their
Xbox games
digital
to PC.
conversion.
We're
like,
just really focused
a
on
physical
giving
disc
you
thing
more
that
flexibility and giving
that
you
they have
more
been
ways
talking
to play
about.
the games that you've had,
And-
you bought from Xbox over many years.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of ways to play. And with this
When
new
it comes to
feature,
ownership,
nothing's being
that is a
taken
good
away
thing.
here, right?
No, not at all. Your physical discs continue to work as they always have. You can display them with your collector's editions and just celebrate your collection. And it's really about adding more flexibility and providing more choice for you as a player.
So
I
if
mean, I
your
love
digital
that. You
license ever
mentioned
does go
having
away, if you have a
collection
physical
that
disc,
spans
you can still
loads
play
of
via
years.
the
I know for sure I've
physical
got a
disc,
game or
right?
quite
So-
a few that I would never ever want to get rid of.
This is
And
the
as we
console
approach
way
Xbox's
for them to
25th
do
anniversary, what
digital
are you
rights
hoping that players
ownership
take away from this?
versus like
Yeah,
something
for
like
25
Steam,
years, players have invested in Xbox, and the players have really
which
been what have
downloads
made
most
Xbox
game
special.
files straight to
and
your
so
PC.
we're really focused on how do we honor that as we think about the next 25 years of Xbox. And so we just really view this as another step in making sure that your library is protected. It can move forward with you as technologies and formats change. And we're going to continue to invest in game preservation and adding new capabilities just to make sure that your library continues to get better as technology evolves.
Oh my gosh, sounds awesome and also very exciting as well. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that with us today. And for Xbox Insiders, this feature begins rolling out next week on August 31st with more details available
so
on
it's happening
Xbox Wire.
now. Okay.
Coming up, it's the first emergence of the Horde as we catch up on the latest from Gears of War EA
that's
with the team from the Coalition.
good
But
stuff
first,
for them.
It's time to sharpen your swords and brush up on your knowledge of ancient China. Where Wins Me, an open-world action RPG, is
And
sporting
it's
a new
completely
expansion,
opposite
sure
to
delight
what
fans everywhere. So take a
PlayStation
look.
is doing.
The black gold is in there.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, the other bitch is back. Hey! Where Winds Meet is basically... It's an online
At last. I've got you.
Souls-like, I guess you could say?
You slip away.
Wait, is she copying?
Ah. Last time you had a drunk. This time a cripple.
Last time, you ambushed us. We were outnumbered. Today, we set the trap. Knowing that the Lodestar Swordmaster wanted the black gold, how could I not be ready?
What is going on?
Ever since that day,
I feel like this
only
ASL girl has no idea what's going on. And she has to translate it.
to find you. To kill you myself!
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this. What a tragic waste of poor Hans.
It uses a lot of AI where Winds Meet. Let's just put that. Let's just put it that way. Like the NPCs are basically AI chatbots. Like that's a thing. Okay, we're getting some actual. What is this? Some actual gameplay. That was roughly procedurally generated. Oh, he's riding the lightning. How about that? Okay, we got a boss right here. I like how she just... The ASL chick just has to stand there staring, being like, what's up? They don't think to like turn her camera off or anything. Like they just have it. Like these are basic production things that could have been done. Oh, he got yeeted, but he's back. Ride the lightning. Alright, this looks like it's phase 2, probably. Is she blonde now? She's turned into a moon bitch. Yeah. Where Winds Meet is very MMO. It's very it's Souls AI MMO is what it is. She staggered! Gotta hit her with the Kamehameha. Come on. Damn. She's still going, huh? Are they just gonna show the whole boss fight? Shit. Oh yeah. Hit him with a Yak Kazim! Alright. Notice how there's no health meter anywhere? Hit him with a special move. Gonna clip even further into the boss fight. I like how at the start of this there was a cutscene where he's like, "We're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it alone. I have a team," and then he's doing it all alone. Enter the wheelchair bitch.
The Skyward City is moving. Artificers, what do you want?
Huh? Yeah, and
I see now.
The voice sync is pretty terrible. Mostly because it's an MMO.
That old rat played me. Used me as a pawn.
You won't get away!
She dodged.
If we take flight, the black gold will destroy the city.
Oh, family flashbacks that we have no idea what they mean. All I know is that I want some egg fried rice right now. Over 100 million world up. Okay. Yeah, it's popular.
Gears of War
successful.
fans have been eagerly anticipating.
All right,
Gears
we're not
of
going to
War
address
E-Day
any of that. We're
since
just
it
going to
was
move on.
announced in 2024. And here to chat a little bit about everything they've got going on at Gamescom this week from the Coalition, please welcome Studio
Whoa,
Creative
dude, she's
Director,
weird. She's way
Matt
too into
Cersei,
this.
and Studio Art Director, Arian Hambeck. Guys, welcome. Thanks for coming and joining
How
us.
do they decide which ASL lady
Now, you obviously
like
had
does
Opening
which?
Night Live last night. It had an incredible story trailer. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that story trailer, obviously, when we craft trailers, it's a bit of a love letter to the game, to the fans. And with that story trailer, we really wanted to show off some new elements from the campaign we haven't been able to share yet. Obviously, Vrak at the beginning. But also, our story is about, the origin story of Dom and Marcus from Bravo Squad. But there's so many more characters in our story, and they all have character arcs as well. So we got to show a bunch of people that are there
Like
fighting
this-
alongside you. And
like this black bitch.
Now you mentioned Vrak, right? Can you tell us a little bit about him? Because he looks mean.
Yeah, he definitely is. Yeah. So Vrak is a Locust commander, in the Locust army. If you look closely, you can see that he's got a lot of shit going on his face. He's missing an eye. He's got burns on his arm. So all that happened during the Lambent Wars. So he's seasoned. He has kind of a private army that follows him around called the Scorched Legion.
Yep.
So they're, into self-mutilation. There's lots of really dark, kind of nasty stuff that they do to themselves and to the citizens of Serra. And I think overall, Vrak just represents, he's like the personification of the brutality and the actions that they do. They just want to kill everything they see, including the squad.
Yeah, honestly, when he was just pouring that emulsion over people, I'm just there like, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But also, some of the weaponry and stuff that comes from that squad looks so fun to use.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, campaign is a huge focus here at Gamescom. We've got it on the booth over here. Can you tell us a little bit about what people are going to be able to play when they come and play on the booth?
Yeah, for sure. So we have a little bit of our beginning of Act 2. So it kind of starts the morning after E-Day. The squad has just come together, armored up, and they get sent on their first mission. So we get to play a bit of
so
that.
It's post
got
the
this
initial
classical
chaos
kind
into
of
the
gears.
actual
You're supporting another squad,
structured missions,
going toe-to-toe with the Locust. And it's actually a subsection of the campaign preview that we just got to see get released online. A bunch of video and press coverage of that came out, which is a little bit larger. That goes a little bit past what we've got on the show floor, but everybody here gets to get their hands on it. They get to hang out with the squad and some fun new characters as well.
I actually had a lot of fun this morning watching people like Shadows and Hollow who were playing early. I was like, it looks so good. But all through the background of this mission, we can see a lot of the kind of details of the city of Kelowna. Can you tell us a bit about what people are going to be able to see around the world to kind of really help build that environment?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the first time ever, you're playing a Gears game in a city that is alive.
Yeah.
Every other game has been destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. So that provides some really interesting opportunities and challenges. We really need to think about what was happening in the place when this event happened, and life just got suspended, in one shot. So I think fans, when they play the game, they're going to be able to.
It's interesting to see like an environment where like
something
you
simple
see
as
like
a piece of paper on the ground,
touches of humanity
to what's
in Gears,
there's
rather
a
than
meal
just
that someone was eating
like
when the Locust came out of the ground.
Because that's what
to
I think
more
of when I think
complex
of
set
Gears.
pieces where there's
a
a
lot
bunch
of
of dead
blank
bodies,
environments.
and maybe they got dragged somewhere. So I think it does pay to slow down just a little bit while you're playing the game and look around and just really take in all the detail that we've really loved putting into the game.
You can also
stand
see
around
shots
looking
like
at
that
stuff.
where you
That's
get
what game
glimpses of
devs
this whole
love
city,
to
which
do.
we built. We built the whole city, which is really
least
cool.
modern games.
And there's this battle going on everywhere, right? So you see helicopters go by, you crisscross with other squads, which is what's happening in this mission. Just this kind of vibe that there's always a battle sort of raging across the city, and you're just weaving your way through it.
Yeah.
I think also one of the things we do have to touch on, and you'll see this throughout the gameplay you're watching, it's like the destructible environment. It looks incredible.
Yeah, for sure. Gears has always had destructible cover in it. We've taken it to a few different steps here. You see some larger buildings come down at different moments in the game, just to make you constantly realize that not only is the immediate area around you, having a battle in it, but the entire city. Whether it's a block away, you can hear gunfire, you see a building come down, you see a little block of a street go down. It's all happening live as you play the game.
Now,
okay, cool.
Everything we're watching right now is single player, but Gears fans always want to know about co-op.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So co-op is near and dear to our hearts. I think it's one of the unique things that Gears has.
Who's this person
sort
playing?
Of woven into every part of it. Our story is about squads overcoming the odds together. We've got modes like Horde Siege that are about multiple squads of 4 coming together. Of course, we've got PvP, which is 4v4. So campaign's got 4-player online co-op.
Amazing.
2-player split screen on console. All 4 players in the squad are playable, all 4 characters. And I think it's one of those games that it plays great on its own, but it just sort of comes to life when you're there with a friend.
This is
your ride or die buddy, like Marcus and Dom.
Probably going to be a winner.
Mechanics sort of come to life a little bit more in terms of our enemies, obviously DB&O and a bunch of other stuff. it's a great experience.
Yeah, you
That's
see
good.
it a few times, like if you get downs, like Dom coming to save you and stuff like that.
Yeah, different kinds of it, right? We have the rusher enemy that'll pin you, and he'll be on top of you, so your buddy can come and stab him in the neck. Or if you're playing with someone real, they can shoot him from far away. There's all sorts of examples like that.
Yeah, I'm so excited like to hop on with the rest of the Xbox One team. There's all four of us like kind of flying our way through. It's going to be a lot of fun. But one of the other things in what I really like about Gears is there are multiple ways that you can approach scenarios. Like this is a bit more of a linear mission that you've said in the past. But what ways are people going to be able to approach different like situations they're going to come across?
Yeah, so this is definitely a little bit more of a linear mission, but even within this mission on this bridge, we've added a bunch of verticality to the game. It opens new flanking routes. You can climb up cars and trucks. And then this mission specifically, the beginning of Act 2, is sort of leads into this other part of Act 2 on the other side of the stadium that you catch a glimpse of in our campaign preview, where the world opens up a little bit. We give you access to like multiple city blocks. There's a bunch of battles, like I said, going on different corners. You're always on your main objective. And we also add some new mechanics to the campaign. So we have our weapon mod system that people got to see in Horde Siege.
Weapon mods,
and that actually gets introduced as you play through the campaign. You get to find new mods and craft your own weapons and really invest in the gameplay sandbox.
Yeah, now this is actually something I got really
That's
excited
probably
about
gonna be
when I
really
was like
popular.
watching through the gameplay earlier as well, is what kind of mods are people going to be able to get their hands on, and how is that going to impact like the weapons that they're using?
Well, it's a variety of mods, and some of them do little tweaks to the weapons. They change the clip size or your range, so you can just tweak it to your preference, but some of them are like full-on attachments, like you can take an Asher and slap a bayonet on it.
Yeah, so it's been really fun exploring, when you use an attachment, some of them have visual representations on the gun, some of them don't, but you end up seeing people with different attachments.
Throw
the
that
guns
grenade
take
earlier?
a little bit more personality, and you start to understand how people like to play and what they like to do with their guns.
Yeah, I also like it goes for the gear as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how are people going to be able to like find those like kind of mods to like upgrade their equipment?
In the campaign, that's where the open sections really sort of come to life. There's a variety of ways you can get it. It pays to explore this game. Arian was talking about there's a ton of environmental storytelling, but we've also hidden stuff around the world, collectibles, mods. We also have side objectives in some of our campaign missions where you can stop to help somebody optionally, another set of gears, some people that are trapped, and you get rewards for those as well. So it's really
you can definitely tell like Saber's
the main objectives. That's cool. You'll find some mods. If you want to
Saber's
fully explore
Warhammer
the game,
game?
you'll find even more narrative.
Definitely,
I'm really excited.
was
for that, 'cause you
inspired
spend
by
extra
Gears
time
as a
discovering
series.
the world if you want to.
There's good surprises
And
out
what
there.
that feels like.
I'm looking forward to finding it.
It's
Now,
like
we
Gears
just
before
had
Horde
our
mode,
first
basically.
look at the Boomer.
That swarm
and
technology they
he
use.
is way bigger than people maybe used to.
Yeah, he's massive. There's actually a Boomer on the show floor
Yeah, he's
here
right
that
over
people are taking pictures with, and you stand next to him. So in the game, the Boomer's 9 feet tall. This is quite a bit bigger than the Boomer's traditionally been in Gears. This goes back to this idea where we wanted to take the things people remember and amplify them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it also introduces fun ways for him to enter the battlefield. There you can see he breaks through this big truck, this tanker trailer that causes a bunch of fire and
grenaded your
explosion.
own
But
person.
he also doesn't fit through doorways. So if he's coming through a traditional door, he has to bust his way through.
Oh my!
So that just makes it a little more exciting when he makes an entrance.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm fine. He's 9 foot. He can't get through here, and he just smashes it through.
Kool-Aid hands. Yeah.
No, I've got to say his weapon as well, because we all know the boom shot.
Yeah.
Right. This is like even bigger.
It's a bigger boom shot. Yeah. Like the Locust, when we were going back and looking at revisiting old weapons, we always wanted to see if there was something else we could do. So we've got like the prototype Lancer. We've got the heavy boom shot. Means you're really committing to carrying a rocket launcher around instead of just something in your back. It's also opened up opportunities for us to add new weapons like the gut puncher.
And he was
the
using that.
Hog grenade launcher.
Yep.
It's like a little more skill use than the boom shot. You could time
This
where
guy's
your
just going
grenades
for
go.
headshots
So everything
every time
kind of
here.
found a new place, and we got to make some cool variations of weapons people have seen before.
Okay.
I love the breach shot as well. I think that's like
Fan favorite.
Some of my favorite guns.
it's
Yeah.
such a
Super
fun-
satisfying.
And the active reload's just popping up on screen there. I just wanted to go through a couple things because there's two features, right? One, it's in a different place than some fans may know, but also bullets are appearing a little bit earlier.
Yeah. we put the active
Faster
reload
reloads.
down in the center screen. We found through our
Faster
testing
reloads.
that, you know, for a lot of people, some returning fans, especially new fans, they just use it way more. If you're an old fan and you like it up and where it was, and that's your muscle memory, 100%, there's a setting for that. But for some guns, we also have this per shell reload mechanic, like on the Breach Shot, the Nasher. It's really cool because you can still get your active if you go all the way and you wait for it. But if you need that extra shot to get out of a clutch situation, there's a wretch in your face, or in PvP, a person right up on you, you can pop a load right into them as they come.
What woman
come at
is
you.
doing this gameplay? Holy
yeah, so it's
shit.
just like a nice way you can kind of change based on the scenario you find yourself
Exactly,
in.
yeah.
And talking about scenarios you find yourself in, as we've been going through this level, you've kind of been walking into areas and there are like tons of kind of clues about things we may have missed or have happened in those areas before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the main things that we try to impart is the brutality of this day. Emergence Day, 2/3 of the planet gets wiped out in one night. So if you kind of pay attention to the corpses a little bit, you'll see little storytelling things. The blood trails sometimes give you a glimpse of what has happened, the pose they're in. So there's a lot hidden in there to check out.
No, I honestly, I'm so excited. A big thank you as well for you guys coming and joining us and
Thank
taking
you,
us
absolutely.
through Gears of War E-Day. What's one thing that you're most excited for fans, right, to see with Gears of War E-Day?
Well, you know, we shared a little bit each time here. I'm really excited for people to experience this story. I think this is one of the you know, a great Gears story. It's all the classic vibes and some great new characters and some really emotional Gears moments tied in with all the brutality. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you both for coming and joining us. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And now, we are going to head over to Henry for more on Gears of War E-Day, the Gears of War E-Day experience that people have access to here on the Xbox booth.
Well, welcome to the Gears of War E-Day here at Gamescom, where I've actually got artist Luke Priest with me to discuss the incredible eye candy is on display behind us.
Oh, man.
Thanks so much for
Shit
joining us,
we don't
Luke.
care
Thanks for having me,
about.
man.
Welcome to Gamescom. It's your first time here as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's really cool.
It's a pretty special way to kick things off then, with
Yeah,
E-Day.
yeah, definitely.
Why don't you tell people at home
Limited
what it is
edition
that-
bullshit that they got
Yeah,
there.
so I'm an illustrator. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I've been working with the Coalition for many years now on all things Gears of War. Obviously, more recently, E-Day. So yeah, you know, that's kind of what I do.
And this project in particular is pretty special. So
Yes.
let's talk a bit about that, because I can see that we've also got Gibson involved.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's pretty cool. Talk to us a bit about this partnership.
Yeah, so we partnered with Gibson
Nope.
Guitars.
Okay,
the
cool.
amazing
No,
people at
nobody cares
Gibson.
about this, though.
Yeah, and
Like-
they sent us like.
I
these
get you
guitars,
need to do an ad
well,
for it or
they turned up
something,
and they
but
were,
like,
from the factory, so they didn't have the art on. And
why are
my
we
job
wasting
was to
time
make
at
this
the
artwork onto
Gamescom
guitars.
And
showcase?
if you
about
don't know
this?
at home, these are particularly tasty guitars that Gibson have sent you, because we've
Yeah.
got the SG over here.
Yeah, this
the Les Paul.
motherfucker
These are
looks like he's a
iconic
guitar guy.
guitar
Yeah, very
silhouettes.
iconic. Yeah.
He's wearing jorts, bro.
Can you tell us a bit?
This
then
motherfucker's
about
wearing
the design?
jorts,
So
and his
what
shirt is
inspired
tucked.
you to really lay down this artwork?
Yeah,
for
sure.
these guitars?
Wait a
So
minute.
what we wanted to do, we wanted to tap into the pillars in Gears, like so the core pillars. So obviously with the Marcus guitar, we tapped into brutality. So that's like feels quite violent and kind of visceral,
Yeah.
and like almost like very kind of. You know, like we
Okay.
tried to kind of cater it to the shape of the guitar as
Yeah.
well. So like you can see like the blood splatter kind of flows across the guitar. You've got the kind of spinning
Yeah, that
saw
blade just fits right in.
Shirt
yeah.
tucked
cog, obviously,
into
which ties it to
jorts.
gears, and then we've got the skull.
Try to
which is
relax
like
your
shattered,
anus.
That adds that kind of violent, brutal feel. And then obviously moving over to the SG, we've got this is like leaning into Dom. So this is tapping into the kind of pathos pillar,
Okay.
which is like
Nobody-
sort of more like kind of sad
Move on.
vibes and. You know, so it's just like, and then we've got the angel wings, which is like the
Yeah.
nod to kind of like the kind of Maria tattoo, and then that kind of flows to the shape of the SG.
Yeah, it really like fits and forms
Yeah.
into the horns there, which
Yeah.
is such a nice detail. I mean,
Yeah.
how long was this project end to end?
Each guitar probably took
Paint a
about
guitar?
40 hours from start to finish, so everything's obviously hand painted
Yeah.
in my studio at home. And honestly, like, it was just such an honor to work on this stuff. Like Gibson, like super iconic. I play guitar myself. I do a
That's
lot
not
of work in the
surprising.
music industry as well anyway, so it like just ties in really nicely with that. So,
Nice. Amazing.
so yeah.
But beyond the guitars themselves, and we'll get to the controller in a sec, I
Yeah.
do want to tell people
Yeah.
it's not just for show, because you can actually get your hands on either one of these amazing guitars if you head over to the Gibson Instagram page and you check out their announced post for more details on how.
Oh, you mean to tell me that they can actually?
People here can also scan the QR code if you come down.
You can actually play the guitar. That's a guitar.
One of these incredible, just beautiful pieces. You have brought something else along for us because there is something else going on in the middle.
You can play the guitar. That's a guitar, guys.
Boy, this is a controller
that escalated
I
quickly.
on, so,
hey, yo,
what the fuck? Xbox Design Lab on this. This is fully customizable as well.
All right,
so you can,
it's
like,
a
switch
design
out the buttons
cool.
and the sticks and stuff and make it your own.
Looks cool.
Yeah, and this is tapping again into the brutality pillar.
Yeah, I'm getting that brutality vibe
so it's
straight
the vibe,
away.
you know, and it's just try to make it feel.
Yeah,
super
even he doesn't
iconic
know
and
how to
just,
sell
like,
it more. It's
just
like,
have that,
yeah, it's a
the
fucking
lanterns in
controller
there, the
that we
skulls,
painted.
It feels really violent.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Yeah, just
Buy
taps
it.
into that kind of that vibe. So yeah.
Mate, I think you absolutely killed it with these designs.
Thanks, man.
So thanks so much for showing us
Thanks so much.
and talking us through it as well. If you want to get your hands on your own one of the E-Day limited edition Xbox Design Lab controllers, you can grab those beginning September 30th. So check out xbox.com for more information on that. I will definitely be doing that. Thank you, Luke. I hope you have a great Gamescom. But there's there's quite a lot going on here, so we're going to have to pop off and see what else we got going. So
thank you.
Come along with me.
We gotta fuck off
the
because
rest
there's
of the
other
booth
things
over
to
here
talk
that we've
about.
got. This entire segment, you can see loads of people queuing up right now to go and actually play Gears of War E-Day. So E-Day has officially landed here in Cologne. This is particularly cool. We've got a custom PC built in partnership with NVIDIA GeForce RTX. We've got the nice COG logo there on the cooler. I mean, just looks
Xbox
unreal.
showed off
So
gaming
if you're in
PCs,
town,
okay.
come and check everything out. And then what you're going to want to see, Benny was not kidding when he said the boomers are huge, but besides the boomers, we've got a couple of other buddies that we want to be talking to, because joining me in front of this incredible statue and one of the many photo ops that we have on the Xbox booth is Senior
like
Product
gaming
Manager
Nick
at Coalition,
Fuentes.
Noah
Look at
Benish,
that.
and GeForce Evangelist Jacob from NVIDIA to chat with us about Gears on PC. So, hello guys,
How's it
welcome
going,
to Gamescom. Is this your first Gamescom, or are you veterans at this point?
Second Gamescom for me.
Second?
For me, no, probably third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah. Okay,
maybe
and
more.
Who's the guy you brought with us as well? Is he going to say anything?
He can say something.
You're kidding.
He can say something. Would you like him to?
We could do that, yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a
Okay.
sec. Now, we should talk shop though, because Gears on PC is. Oh, someone's getting in. That's cool.
That thing's really awesome.
That is. I would
Can
love
I
to be
take
able
that
to,
home?
Yeah, I was
It's got-
gonna say, I
it's
don't
got a
think it'll
sensor.
I don't
fit.
think it'll fit in your carry-on.
We'll make it work. But yeah, tell me a
This
little
guy
bit
does not
about
give a
Gears
fuck.
on
Look at
PC,
that.
because everyone here is checking out the
fuck was
game.
that?
Absolutely.
We have Xbox
What the
players who are
fuck
really
was that?
excited. It's another console
What the
exclusive,
fu-
but on PC, we've got some pretty cool features to talk about. So,
This is good.
what exactly
I know
have
you
been
guys are
working on
filming right
that
here,
is
but
exciting
fuck
for
you.
PC players.
Let me get in
Well,
and get my
Henry, I
picture.
think broadly the most important thing to know is
What a
that
chat.
Gears of War E-Day is a game that is for PC players, built by PC players. So for us at the Coalition, at a bare minimum, that means supporting all the features you'd
So
expect from a
buy
title
it on
like
a
this,
PC.
such as 32:9 and 21:9 ultra-wide support, including 21:9 cinematics in the campaign.
Oh, nice.
Extensive mouse and keyboard rebinding options, variable refresh rate, uncapped frames, and so much more that's hard to list off and mention
definitely,
here.
yeah.
But beyond those sort of baseline features, we wanted to take the experience a little bit further for our PC players with advanced graphics technologies. And that's why last night we were so excited
graphics.
to announce that in partnership with NVIDIA, we have integrated deeply Mega Geometry into our game.
Mega geometry. Okay,
Yes.
so
It's not
I'm
just
gonna
normal
need you to run
geometry.
through what exactly we're
It's
talking about with that.
Yeah, RTX Mega Geometry. I am super excited about RTX Mega Geometry. So, Gears of War E-Day supports nanite, so you'll get really detailed like environments, objects, and with RTX Mega Geometry, we can actually add ray tracing on all of the nanite geometry. So
Oh my
you'll
God,
get
dude.
much
Ray
better looking
trace.
reflections, shadows, and I mean it's just going to be way more immersive.
Who gives
You know,
a
you get
shit
50
about
to
ray
100
tracing
times the geometric
in Gears of
detail
War?
with RTX Mega Geometry enabled? It's pretty amazing.
That is intense. So, like, just to break it down, we've got geometry, shapes, yeah, right, yeah. Mega, pretty freaking sick.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Everyone's on board now. Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys, about everything here. Of
What
course,
the
that's
fuck?
not just what's going on here, because in the actual play area,
Yes.
people can check that out too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, better than talking about these features is experiencing them for yourself. So you and everyone else here at Gamescom can enjoy our first public hands-on of campaign inside the booth behind me. We've got 20 stations, all of them PCs,
Sick.
all powered by the GeForce RTX 5080 that have been built by our friends at Alternate. So if you're here at Gamescom, please come check out the campaign.
Yeah, you know what to do now, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to head in there shortly after
All
this.
right, we can
There's
go get with the line.
a bit of a big queue, though.
Yeah,
but
I might
if
go in. I know a guy.
Yeah.
That guy has
Nice.
strong,
Well,
like,
for a
middle
deeper look at that
management, like,
technology that's powering
personality.
E-Day on PC, why don't you check out this exclusive behind-the-scenes Vidoc from the Coalition and NVIDIA. Check it out.
Okay, we just...
Gears of War E-Day is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning, when the Locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems to push visual fidelity to a level we've never achieved before.
Gears of War is probably best known as an Xbox franchise.
Is that a
but
transmission
The PC has
person?
always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career. And we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a lot of technology, high detail geometry, heavily using nanite and lumen. We're going to be one of the first titles to use mega lights.
Gears of War supports hardware, ray trace, lighting, shadows, and reflections. This shows up in so many different ways. A great example is our pay and save.
Okay.
This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off the scene.
There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. I think one of my favorite things is the tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows all over the world, casting real-time global illumination. But don't watch them too long, they'll blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of flicker. You can build this sense of tension and use lighting as a tool for visual storytelling and gameplay that we haven't been able to do before.
Real-time reflections,
Resident
something
Evil
that's very cool for us. We have some really cool elements in the game that are nice and shiny.
Which is a game that, you know, makes sense to have ray tracing and stuff.
Reflections,
but
and
you don't have to
all
have
of that
ray
is
tracing.
dynamic
Like,
in real time, which of course you wouldn't have with traditional baked lighting techniques.
is the story good?
Brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want.
Is the
to life in the
gameplay
game,
good?
And
That's
really adds
really
a level
what
of
people
realism
care
and
about
cohesiveness that's never been possible.
with a game
for us
like
before.
Gears of War.
And on our
Like, graphically,
ultra-spec
it has to
or
be
our
just
ludicrous
good.
spec
Doesn't
PC
have to be
settings, we push
ray
ray
tracing.
tracing even farther with higher ray
tax
trace
on-
samples, more rays, but also
Put an even
RTX
deeper tax on your
mega
system.
geometry.
We're going to be the first Unreal Engine title to show RTX mega geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very nanite-heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing. Mega geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using for
Mega
nanite as our ray
geometry.
tracing basis.
It pushes the
It's
visual
not
ray
just
tracing to a
geometry,
higher level
it's
than we can achieve with
mega
Unreal Engine's technologies out of the box. You see some of the examples of foliage or shadow detail that is just crisper and has more fine detail in that shadow.
You definitely get a lot more detail in a lot of the rock surfaces. They look just a lot sharper and a lot more correct. And as well, things like barbed wire, things that were just not possible to represent with the amount of triangles that we had available to us, all of a sudden look really nice.
Our environments are incredibly dense.
We're also
We have
exterminating
100
the
times
alien
geometric
force,
detail in our game than anywhere else.
which is more like
and being able to
MAGA
work with NVIDIA
geometry.
and bring mega geometry to this game really is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS and other super sampling techniques
Oh,
really
no.
allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques
Not
that just wouldn't be
DLSS.
possible to do if we were working at full resolution. It's something that allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine learning is able to upsample that to a
Oh,
larger
no,
image without
dude.
really sacrificing the quality.
We also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest frame rates possible. And it's so important that we tie this with
This
reflex.
seems very-
Reflex lowers latency and improves the responsiveness.
Somebody in their chat said
It's something we
upscaling
think
and
is very
fake
important,
frames. Yeah,
especially in
It-
a multiplayer environment. We're a very competitive game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy
This
in focus
sounds
and
like a-
vertical over them at all times. We want a nice, smooth frame rate, and we want that ultra-responsive input latency. customization is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for E-Day players. If they care about HDR, if they care about frame rate versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure that we are showing up strongly there. We have full support for native 21:9, gameplay up to 32:9, and all of our cinematics are also real-time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was something that has always been used by reviewers for years after we ship, and it's something we hope will be that way again. This is a very technically ambitious title, and I think we're going to push hardware for years to come.
We've always built our games to showcase the latest
Brother,
technology and push what is possible.
No, you haven't. What?
And working with NVIDIA, who share the same philosophy with us, we've been able to bring
expensive.
features
That's
like
what it is.
ray
It's
traced lighting,
expensive.
RTX mega geometry, DLSS, reflex. For players, this means delivering an experience that feels like they're playing a movie with the real-time performance that you expect in a high-end game.
You don't need to feel like you're playing a movie. You need to feel like you're playing a video game. It's the... What in the PlayStation did I just hear?
Welcome back.
Oh, here's
All
another
suit
fucking...
systems are nominal. Atmospheric interference is causing data transmission issues. Proceed with mission.
Okay, so this is...
Alert. Power output unstable.
So this is... What if it was... What if we had Gears and, like... Deep Space, like, also? ADS.
I love it when the title of a game so purely matches the gameplay.
Alien
And here
Death
to break down what we just saw and give us an exclusive first look at what fans
Okay.
can expect in-game for Alien Deathstorm, please welcome Rebellion.
I wonder if they use DLSS.
Welcome.
And ray tracing and
Ben, it's
mega
good to see.
geometry.
I mean, it feels like only
My guess is
yesterday
probably
we were
not.
hanging out at the pub, chatting Amfall, and it seems that you and the team have been pretty busy since then as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to work on a load of different games at once, but we learned some cool stuff from Atomfall about sandbox freedom and giving the player non-traditional ways of doing objectives. We've fed that straight into Alien Deathstorm.
Ooh, I love that. Now, on that topic, Atomfall, congratulations. It's been a huge success for you guys at Rebellion. I hear it has a lot to do with maybe Benny and I's characters' face scans in the game, but you know,
I reckon so, yeah.
we won't take too much credit here. You mentioned there about applying that into Alien Deathstorm.
What?
Can you break that down a little
Hey,
bit?
yo, what the
from
fuck?
the project have you brought over?
Hey,
what
when they try
design
to-
elements can we
Sure.
look forward to?
So
Hey,
the main
when they
thing
try
is
to make
that
jokes.
For all Rebellion games, we value giving player a clear objective and then sandbox freedom and how to achieve it. Sort of systemic game design, that sort of thing. We don't usually choreograph specific gameplay experiences, but build a possibility space for the player to take control. So exactly that same stuff has come across to Alien Deathstorm. The new challenge for us has been combining that with horror gameplay, because horror gameplay is normally quite handcrafted, but I think we found a secret formula that really makes it happen procedurally. It's very exciting.
Secret sauce, very exciting. Nice.
No, I'm really excited to see it, so should we get started?
Wait a minute. Right, now I'm ready.
What the heck is that?
You'll find out very soon.
There's a little hint in the trailer, but should we hop into and check some gameplay out as well?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. It will come up. Ah, here we go. Now, this is the Megastorm in full swing. What are we doing here?
So you play as an engineer who's been called into an off-world colony. The colony's gone dark. There's
Just
no
by
signal
yourself.
coming from it. You think you're there to do a repair job to help sort the colony out, and as you explore, you discover the people have gone missing, the situation's getting worse.
And clearly,
Trapped
you're
there, and it's a
military
desperate
trained
fight
with
for
weapons,
survival.
so, you know.
Now, the game balances, like I said, the combat intensity of like a sort of horror shooter with investigation and discovery. So you're, as an engineer, you're kind of exploring the situation, finding out what's happening, And as you do so, the storm is tearing the place apart. So you're fighting to survive at the same time.
Nice. Can you break that down a little bit further? The engineer's role, that's a pretty specific
I feel like she's
choice
said
there.
this several
How does that
times
come
now.
into play with gameplay?
Well, we wanted to give you a framing that meant that you felt like a sort of an everyman doing your best to survive. So you arrive there with a load of tools, including this giant sort of hammer here, to do a bit of percussive maintenance to try and get the place up and running. So instead of doing traditional objectives where you're told exactly what to do,
'Cause it's
instead we've got a system
futuristic
called Squire
sci-fi,
that
but
you
we're still
use
using
to kind of
hammers.
diagnose the situation and figure out what's
Still
going
using
wrong.
giant
So what we can
hammers.
see here is the player exploring around, testing out the locations.
That
trying to
seems,
see what's happening and trying to
solid
piece
and
together
safe.
in their head how to tackle the situation in front of them. So this is a nuclear reactor that's in the early stages of meltdown, and they're going to try and diagnose what's wrong and try and fix it. So the player has to be observant. They have to engage with the environment, piece together clues that kind of frame them as a detective figuring out how to solve this stuff.
Was that dramatic?
That just scared
music?
me. I was not expecting the ceiling to collapse.
Well, good.
But I was just having a look at the HUD, right? And stuff is popping up on the HUD all the time. Can you tell us a bit about that and what players can see?
I like that these ceiling panels
we
are
want to give
falling
you
and then
lots
just
of,
disappearing.
Anticipation before a fight kicks off, because as you're exploring, you're making a load of noise, you're causing a load of mischief, and that's going to attract some attention.
Yeah.
So there's a tracker at
From
the bottom of the
the
screen that gives
evil
you
alien
pings
monsters,
of nearby
yeah.
movement. It'll get scrambled by radiation and things like that. So it's like a multi-purpose tool to help them explore and understand the situation. So combined with Squire as a way of doing objectives, it makes
At
you
least
feel
it's
like
something
they're there
new,
to do a
I can
job
say
and
that.
to piece together and survive.
And who's the voice
Ooh,
that we
credits.
keep hearing as well?
Yeah, that's Squire.
I don't know
That's,
where
giving
we
you
would spend
little
credits
clues
in
of
the
what
game,
to do and how
but
to explore, but never
you have an
directly
abandoned
tells
colony,
you exactly what
but
to do.
sure.
It's kind of like having Clippy in your pocket.
I'm a big fan of the naming Squire. That's very fitting. How many iterations did you guys have to go through for that name?
Well, we always like to give things a kind of uniquely
Oddly
British
specific
twist, a
question.
uniquely British flavour to it, and it feels like a nice little, friendly friend in your pocket kind of thing. So it seemed like a natural
My
fit.
Squire.
Exactly that, yeah.
Awesome. Now, in the footage as well, I can hear some of the music making that tension a bit more buildable, and you mentioned some horror scenarios too. How can fans of horror games expect Alien Deathstorm to fit into their spooks and scares like Benny did with from Rebellion?
Well, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the game, because the jump scare that got you there might not happen for another player.
Oh.
It's all tuned around the player's exploration, the player's experiences. So, as you're making a lot of noise and you're exploring, you might be attracting unwanted attention. You get a nice long bit of anticipation before the horrors turn up. But the fights and the encounters will be different for every single
So you
player.
might just
So
be
it doesn't
wandering
matter
around
how
being
many
bored
times
for a
you've gone
while,
through
and
it
then an
before,
alien
you
just
might
shows up.
never be prepared for what's about to happen.
Exactly that.
That's class. Now, looking at the objective as well, right? Right now, we're trying to repair and restore power to the reactor, right? What else is around him? What other kind of resource or enemies are we keeping an eye out for? Because in the trailer we saw a lot, and right on cue.
Yeah. So
Hey, there you
the
go.
player here has been poking around, attracting attention, and that's spawned some enemies because they heard the sound and they came to
Melee
check out the
attack.
player. Yeah.
Wow,
so
he,
there's a balance, there's a tension between scavenging for resources.
This is a terrible shot.
Understand the situation, but you're going to be attracting attention to yourself, so that the fight might get worse.
Is that risk versus reward all the time? You're like, actually, do I have enough, or should I just go straight for the objective?
Exactly
Nice.
that. Yeah.
We saw a couple of different scary-looking guys there as well. Have they got different names? What kind of different enemy types can we expect?
Yeah,
in
so
Alien
there is a
Deathstorm?
range of aliens throughout the game. In this demo here, you'll see scuttlers there, you'll see other ones called soldiers, but there's a load more that sort of unlock over the course of the game. But as devs, we don't even know exactly what aliens will be in what encounters, because it's all procedural or dynamic.
Wow, that's very exciting.
And to defeat these aliens, right, we're gonna need weapons, just like what you've got on the desk. What weapons are players going to have in Alien Deathstorm?
Yeah, so there's a good range of weapons. You'll only see, I think, 3 of them in this demo. And they're all very kind of grounded, real-world weapons, because we felt like that kind of...
Machine gun, shotgun.
That suit the tone, that kind of gritty, grounded sci-fi environment. So you'll see an SMG here, the shotgun, a pistol that's always got ammo. And you can upgrade and tailor the weapons to your personal...
Not going to show us the
So
shotgun,
as you
huh?
explore, you might
Okay.
find things like a holographic sight to help you aim the gun, and you might choose that that's your playstyle, you might prefer it.
How does that actually work for weapons, the upgrade system in Alien Deathstorm?
There's workbenches found throughout the game, and you sort of collect crafting materials as well, and blueprints for the various parts.
Very good. Very fun. Do you have a favorite weapon that you want to talk about so far?
I always love a shotgun.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a shotgun.
Can't go wrong there.
Okay.
So let's hop back into the world a bit, because Rebellion games have always had a great reputation for like exploration, discovering and looking around for like new attachments. How does Alien Deathstorm encourage players to venture off the beaten path, especially if you're going to be like potentially running into more aliens for doing so?
Yeah, well,
You know what's kind of wild? Their chat has been consistently
part
like
of the
having
fun
people
of it is
ask about
finding your
Fable.
route through the environment and choosing how to engage with it. So there is that risk reward.
Like, I think
that
people
balance
want to
of trying
see
to
an
find those
updated
resources and
Fable
survive,
like
but watching out
gameplay.
for threats. So one of the ways that we tackle that is we try and
walk
make
through
each
the
environment you
thick-ass
explore
alien
have a
grass,
kind of
huh?
internal logic to it. So this is like a space reactor, and I don't know about you, but I've never been to a space reactor myself. But we try and make sure it's got a kind of, you know, clear signposting, clear exploration, so that you can either explore everywhere for resources, or you can sort of get a quick understanding of how you're supposed
Random
to explore.
grenade.
But we leave it completely up to the player.
No, I always love like going on exploring, because it's like on Atom 4. I spent so long trying to search for Morris's hairline, which is just, I can't, my character was made bald as bald can be.
I don't know, it's pretty accurate.
Damn.
Sorry, that was hard.
Attacking ball
we've got
people now.
aliens, we've got nice alien guts to look forward to as well. But what other challenges, like that one,
White
can our
visor.
players look forward to?
That was class.
Yeah,
Oh my
all the
God.
best games have got a white visor, but right. So you saw that there, but also if you're out in the storm getting pelted by the elements, you might have to wipe to be able to see
I like
what you're
this
doing
guy.
as well, which can lead to some really tense, exciting gunfights where you're trying to juggle visibility while shooting the aliens and trying to survive. So it's all about that kind of immersive, gritty.
Sure,
make you
that
feel
won't
like
bring
you're
all
really
the
in
aliens
suit.
to the yard.
Yeah. That was something about Atomfall that we really enjoyed, is collecting just everyday items that really grounds maybe the players, or especially for me, it feels like that. So having to deal with a lot of nuisance you wouldn't normally in real life or in video games is
There it is.
nice touch. Very good, Ben.
It's also very helpful for putting together a cool trailer as well. Like it's the perfect transition.
Yeah, nice swipe transitions. That's
Now,
so funny.
now we've said this a few times as well. Like as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, what else helps make each encounter unique that you're running into? Because you've said a few times that you never know what's going to happen.
The old
Yeah,
shotgun
so behind the
mechanics. You just
scenes,
got to get close.
as well as the player kind of making a load of noise and
Yeah.
exploring, we can fine-tune to encourage encounters in certain situations, to kind of build set pieces a little bit. You know, there's a balance between dynamic and making sure that you'll have those high points. But we absolutely
thing,
don't
these
know
expos are, like,
each
way
time
too
what
long.
encounter you're going to hit. All of the spaces are designed so that no matter what kind of encounter you get in them, it's going to be an interesting fight. And as you blend different kinds of aliens at once, your strategy has to become much more complicated.
I bet that must be quite a challenge when there are a variety of them around like this, swapping weapons or tactics, etc.
This guy's got a.
Yeah, so a lot of the fun in the game comes from splitting the player's attention.
I know it's the
between
show-off
trying to
stuff,
solve the
so
puzzle
you're
of the
playing
environment
like a
and then having
retard.
to deal with
But, like,
unpredictable aliens coming.
There's
from
definitely going to be a
every
lot more moving around.
We
while
get into a little
shooting.
bit as well, like some of the equipment that you have access to, because we just did a stim there as well.
Yeah, so in this trailer here, you'll see stims and grenades as a couple of additional pieces of equipment you've got. There are more to come in the full game. You can also throw flares to light up the environment ahead of you.
Nice. And like, kind of, what are kind of the so right now, as we're kind of making our way through the level, what else should players be looking out for?
Well, at this exact point in time, looking out for the alien that's jumping at the head.
Okay, we've made it to the reactor as well. Is that right? Very cool.
So you never quite know when the
just
fight's
waste
going
a
to
grenade
cool
on
down.
Again, they're
or
playing
it's going to
retarded.
bloom back up, and you're going to have to
Just
encounter
shut
more
things
aliens. So you've really got to keep your wits about you. And in this space here, you can see that the tracker has the scanner is noisy.
Yeah.
You know, so because you're near a reactor,
Oh my
it's
God,
messing with your equipment, so you
you're a
lose a
terrible
little bit
shot.
of health.
Yeah.
So you're going to be unaware, like exactly where aliens are going to be coming from. Also, with these big fights kicking off, what are some of the like most effective like tactics that players could like kind of use?
Is there,
get
like,
those
no
situations?
sprint?
You obviously want to kind of thin the horde down at
Yeah.
times, so you can then go back to like exploring the area.
Yeah, so a lot of the time, like this encounter here, you can see that there's a fight has kicked off in this space, but the
also
player
like
can
a
still,
normal
honor a
engineer
refusal.
with like
So you've always got the opportunity to
apparently
reposition
some
into
skill
the best
with
place to defend yourself.
basic
And,
weapons can just mow through these aliens.
you
Like
hear
why
the aliens
can't
coming
like
with a lot of notice
what is
before
a
they
military
actually
team
arrive,
going to
before
be
they
able to
start,
do?
climbing
Like,
down the walls and piling
I
out
feel like
the
a
air
lot.
vents. So you've got lots of time
That
to choose a
motherfucker
spot
can
that you
launch
think's
himself.
defensible. Doesn't always work.
That's very smart.
Oh.
Well, that looked pretty busy there. With lots of enemies swarming us at once.
It looks
you mentioned
okay.
some tactics, but I don't know if I would maybe be up to it on my own. Would it be okay to ask Benny to give me a hand finishing those aliens off? Or
Well, one of the great things about all of the fights being dynamic is that if you play through with another player, you'll get a completely different experience again.
Yeah,
okay.
just Bex to just be making loads of noise, like attracting all the
I-
aliens, and
I assume it's gonna be
a disaster.
That's
online
crazy.
co-op, not couch co-op.
Outrageous. We'll see how that goes, I bet.
It'll happen on stream.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, and remember, Alien Deathstorm drops spring 2027 as well for players.
Lots to look forward to. Yee.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Gamescom, Ben. And for us here, this year marks 25 years of Xbox. And for many of us who have been playing since the beginning, it's a special moment. For me personally, my first ever console was the OG Xbox that I got for Christmas. Back in 2003, I had Kung Fu Chaos, Project Gotham Racing, and Rayman 3. But playing Xbox games has actually helped me cultivate a whole bunch of my interests outside of gaming. The fact I was really obsessed with SSX3, the snowboarding game. So much so that I took up snowboarding in real life. So I'm very happy to be here celebrating 25 years too.
I did that as well, and then went face first into a hut. It was a disaster. But you
What
know,
the fuck?
but as we celebrate the last 25 years, we can also look forward to what is to come. Like the world premieres announced today, Chosen by Odin and Dumpster Gang. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox, like
Yeah,
Minecraft
big
Dungeons
titles,
2,
guys.
Gears of War E-Day,
Chosen by
Fable,
Odin,
EA
which is
Sports
a
FC
knockoff
27,
80s
NBA 2K
Nordic
27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare
and
4, and
Dumpster Gang,
Grand
which is a
Theft Auto 6. No matter
a streamer
where
game,
or how
is
you
what it
game,
is.
the best place to play is
It's a
Xbox.
game for
Now, to a
Heel versus
throwback making a
Babyface in
comeback.
the
This next
Sunday
game
Funday
is
crew to
sure
play
make
together.
fans of Persona 4 smile wide. We've got a brand new story trailer as well as a deeper look at what fans can expect when the revival of this epic franchise drops next year. So take a look.
Okay.
So, are you getting used to it out here?
There isn't much
So
to do compared to
Japanese.
the big city, but there is that certain something you can't get anywhere else.
Bring you more details about the incident in Inaba, a small town shrouded in fog and mystery.
The nicest thing about this town has been the peace and quiet. And now we're gonna be the center of attention.
Police are treating this as part of a serial murder case.
You ever heard of the Midnight Channel? On a rainy night, you look into a TV that's turned off. When the clock strikes 12, someone else will appear on screen.
Really? An urban legend. Not even a kid would believe something that stupid.
The time has come to open thine eyes. Call upon power within.
It's Persona. It's an anime game, basically. So. They definitely have a charm to them. Face the shadows with it.
No! Who are you? I'm your shadow, and there's nothing about you that I don't know.
I don't believe you.
You're not me!
Doesn't it seem like that world in the TV has to be related to Senpai and Yamano's deaths?
Are you saying people who appear on the TV die?
Whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
Okay. I mean, it'll probably be fun for people that are into that.
皆さんこんにちは。ペルソナスタジオゼネラルプロデューサーの和田和久です。先ほどご覧いただいたストーリートレーラーでは ペルソナ4リバイバルの新たな姿をご紹介しました。
This bitch has got to just
本作
stand
は
there again.
静かな地方都市を舞台に連続殺人事件とそこで次第に明らかになっていく隠された真実を追い求める物語です。しかしペルソナ4は単に事件の真相を追うだけの作品ではありません。その根底にあるのは人と人とのつながり、自分自身についての真実を見つけていくこと、そしてそうした絆の中で紡がれていく人間ドラマを描いた物語です。
Someone in town is definitely kidnapping people and throwing them into the TV.
これらの対比こそがペルソナ4を特別な作品にしています。明るく青春に満ち思わず笑みがこぼれるような親しみやすさや人との距離の近さを感じたかと思えば、次の瞬間には不穏な空気に包まれることもあります。稲葉の温かな日常があるからこそ事件の謎はより強く心に迫ります。そしてその事件を取り巻く闇が深いからこそ仲間と過ごす何気ない日々がよりかけがえのないものとして感じられるのです。シリーズ未経験の方にとっても本作はペルソナというシリーズを最も象徴的に体験できる作品の一つです。
So it's a game
地方都市
balancing
で高校
like
生活を送り
just doing shit
人々と
in
の
your
出会い
day-to-day
関
life.
係を築きながら一日一日をどのように過ごすかを選択していく。そして日常の裏側にはテレビの中に広がる
Going
も
into
う
this
一つ
other
の世界
world
が
or
存
whatever.
在しています。そこで仲間との絆が力となって、自らを支える大きな武器となります。
Trust me, we know you can push your limits.
日常と非日常を行き来するこの構造はですね、ペルソナシリーズの核となる要素です。そしてペルソナ4ではその体験がさらに深い謎と結びついています。
It's the picture we took the other day with all the other part-timers.
この物語が描いているのは人が心の奥に隠しているもの、目を背け続けているもの、そしていつか隠し続けることのできなくなった真実と向き合う瞬間です。こうしたテーマこそが今なお多くの方々に愛され続けている理由の一つだと思います。
Okay.
ペルソナ4リバイバルの開発を始めるにあたって私たちが最も大切にしたことの一つはオリジナル版で多くの方が感じてくれたあの空気感を守ることでした。静かな田舎町稲葉の佇まい、仲間たちとの何気ない会話が紡ぐ穏やかな日常、そして少しずつ真相へ迫っていくミステリーらしい緊張感、そうした要素こそがペルソナ4の核となるものです。
I know nothing about
だから
Persona
こそ
to be
私たち
honest,
は
but so this is
その
a
魅力の本質を大切に受け継ぎながら
remaster?
現代の技術や表現によって当時感じていただいた体験をもう一度味わっていただけるよう一つ一つ丁寧に再構築しました。同時に本作は単なるリマスターではなく完全なリメイク作品です
People are just making
リマスターがオリジナルの魅力をそのまま現代に届けるものだとすればリメイクはその魅力を受け継ぎながら現代のプレイヤーにふさわしい体験として新たに蘇らせるものと言えるでしょう。私たちが目指したのはペルソナ4ならではの魅力を大切に守りながら現代のペルソナシリーズが持つ表現力や遊びやすさによって本作を新たに蘇らせることでした。そのため、ゲームプレイそのものも現代のプレイヤーに合わせて進化させています。ユーザーインターフェースの改善やバトルテンポの最適化、ダンジョン探索の快適性向上などゲーム全体をよりスムーズで遊びやすいものへと磨き上げました。初めて稲葉を訪れる人にも久しぶりにこの街へ帰ってくる人にも自然とこの世界に引き込まれるような体験をお届けしたいと考えています。またキャラクター表現にも徹底的にこだわりました。ペルソナ4においてドラマチックなシーンだけでなく仲間たちと過ごす何気ない日常も非常に重要な要素。仲間同士のたわいない会話、少し気まずさを感じるやり取り、そして突然訪れる緊張や恐怖、そうしたさまざまな感情の移り変わりをより自然により身近に感じていただけるよう一つ一つ丁寧に表現しています。
Are you sure about this?
I think we get it.
I don't know. All we can do is trust our instincts at this point.
さらにカメラワークや演出にも細かな調整を加え、
Now we're talking about the
何気な
camera
い
work?
日常のワンシーンであっても登場人物たちの感情がより豊かに伝わるように磨き上げました。ペルソナ4ならではの温かな人間ドラマを大切にしながらキャラクターたちをこれまで以上に身近に感じていただける作品へと生まれ変わっています。
It's a remake, something that already exists, but you don't have to.
All of this is me.
ペルソナシリーズにおいて音楽は単なる BGM ではありません。
Now we're talking about the music.
作品の空気感を生み出し、物語を
Brothers.
プレイヤーの皆さんの記憶に残るペルソナを語る上で欠かせない存在です。中でもペルソナ4は音楽も多くの皆さんに愛されてきました。だからこそその魅力を損なうことなくオリジナル版への敬意を大切にしながらサウンド制作に取り組みました。原作楽曲の魅力を受け継ぎながらボーカル曲やバトル曲をはじめ全楽曲を現代の表現に合わせて丁寧にリファインしています。さらに本作のために数多くの新曲も制作しました。懐かしさと新しさ、そのどちらも感じていただけるサウンドをお楽しみいただければと思います。さて、ペルソナ4リバイバルについてご紹介してきましたが、いかがでしたでしょうか。
You've explained the whole damn fucking game down to the music and camera work.
我々ペルソナチーム一郎を楽しみにしています。最後になりますが、本作がペルソナシリーズを初めて遊ぶ方には日常と非日常が交錯するペルソナならではの魅力を余すことなく体験していただけると思っています。そしてすでに稲葉市をよく知っている皆さんにも知り尽くしていると思ってたこの街にですね、まだまだ新たな発見や驚きが待っていることを感じていただけるはずです。ぜひペルソナ4リバイバルで霧に隠されたその真実を確かめてみてください。
Okay, yes. Great. Holy shit, that was too long. They could have literally cut that in half.
Now, there are few games more synonymous with beautiful environments, immersive puzzles, and fluid combat than Tomb Raider. And as someone who has played Tomb Raider Legend, Underworld, Anniversary, the original, etc.,
Mofos in their chat are finally going to get what they want.
A bunch of the cutscenes from memory. I am particularly excited to be talking about this next chapter in the legendary franchise. Here,
also, yeah, that doesn't make any fluidity in combat.
Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Please welcome Crystal
beautiful
Dynamics
like environments. Are we really talking about Tomb Raider? Like what?
Flying Wild Hogs art director Arek Tomaszewski. Welcome, guys. How are you?
Flying Wild Hogs.
Awesome. So far, so good.
Yeah,
good.
Fantastic. I couldn't ask for more.
Awesome. I mean, I am so excited, as you can maybe tell, to see what you've got for us today. So set us up, set the scene. What can we look to expect from the gameplay?
His legacy, I think Legacy
so
of Atlantis is the one where she
nice in-depth look
looks pretty hot.
Peru. This is Lara when she is on the hunt for the tomb of Qualopec, and so she has to engage with this iconic location, but it really shows how we are putting reimagining at the forefront to make sure we're preserving familiarity, but at the same time introducing new challenge.
We're reimagining.
No, Jeff, you literally just said reimagining versus like a remake or remaster. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to your team as well as for the players?
It means we're taking the bones of the original game and we're just
preserving the things that
making
make
a completely different game.
Locations recognizable. We want to make sure that we're preserving that core DNA, but we also want to make sure that we're finding new ways to introduce new challenge, new surprise, new delight for our players. And so therefore, if you're a new fan who's never played before, you come in and you just see a really cool
remake.
It's
a remake. That's what that is.
Fan who's played before, like yourself, we want you to come in and actually have that first play experience all over again.
That sounds great.
Yeah, just to add to on the top of that, like basically what we've got from the original one are a bunch of memories. Yeah. So we want to recreate those memories for the new players and just
bring more people in and create those new unbelievable stories for them as well.
That sounds so good. Can we dig like a tiny bit deeper into your answers as well?
Sure.
How important, or maybe even how challenging was it to strike that balance between nostalgia as well as new exciting experiences for new players?
It's a delicate balance, and I like to say it's a combination of an exciting opportunity to get a chance to get under the hood and really kind of see what we can do, but it's also an incredible responsibility because we know that there are people that have so many strong memories. Like Lara's become so part of people's personas in a lot of ways that we want to make sure that we're really making sure that those
I
fans
guess
are
kinda.
seen,
It's
but
been
at the same time we're also
like
giving them a
over
chance
a
to actually
decade
experience
since they
something
produced
new
a
with the
good
character.
game that had
And so
any
we
kind of
take it very
cultural
seriously,
impact.
and everything we change,
Like
or
saying
everything we
that-
modify, we do because we feel like it's
Saying that Lara
basically
Croft
the
is a
original developers of
massive
the
like
game,
franchise
probably
these
were
days is
getting
like
at, but they
saying
were
that
just constrained by
Just
the
Cause is a massive franchise.
Have
these
you found
days.
the
Like,
same
it-
experience, Eric, as well? The design
Not
looks
really.
incredible.
Yeah, I mean, what we wanted to do, for example, with art, we
It's
wanted
a
to bring
nostalgia
back the same
franchise
color
is what it
palette. So
is.
like when you squeeze your eyes,
Which,
you can
scary
see
enough,
the original game and just bring
Halo
this,
is starting to move.
subconscious,
Halo's pretty much moved
idea
into that same
throughout the game,
sector
but also
where
we
it's
want
a
to keep
nostalgia
the key elements from the
franchise
original
now.
one. So
Doesn't produce
we're trying to be,
anything
like Jeff
new
said,
that
being super
people really
respectful
crave
of
or
the
impacts
OG,
culture.
but then bring our own flavor to it as well.
Okay, I can't wait to spin my eyes then and look at the game. That's so smart. I never thought about that before. Well, can we take a wee look and see what it's all about then? What you guys have been up to?
We will allow it.
Thank you. And here she is. Oh, such swagger she's got.
Yeah, you see that familiar silhouette come into the light, and you just instantly get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up.
I mean, speaking about hairs on your neck,
Do
this
you?
looks
What?
absolutely incredible. Eric, talk to us about, well done, and congratulations.
I
to
mean,
the
not
whole
compared
team.
to some of the
Yes,
ray
it makes
tracing
the things
bullshit
work,
they've
but
shown
what we're
before,
trying
but
to do is being authentic
again,
to,
you don't
to the
need
place
that.
we are
So,
bringing
like,
people in. 'Cause
this is
basically,
fine.
Lara Croft is archaeologist, so the places she discovers and she
Hey, yo,
explores
shout out
need to be
cheeks.
real. So in this
Lara
example,
Croft's got
we
cheeks
dive
again,
deep
boys.
into Incan's culture and architectures in Peru, and also the plants and everything, with the idea of bringing back the original feeling. So we've done what we could with the. We've been authentic to the Peruvian culture, but also we bring, it's a game, so we want to make it fun and beautiful.
Yeah, it's really.
We try to be authentic to the
dove
culture,
into it,
but
we're like,
also
okay,
it's a
the
video
cog
game,
puzzle is
so
such an iconic
who really
part of
gives
that
a
game.
shit?
I'm going to say iconic a lot because we are dealing
It's
with an
true.
icon.
Yeah.
So, but let's say they're memorable water cooler moments that people remember so well. But in a modern gaming sense, like we have a more ability, we have an ability to create a higher believability sense of immersion. And so when we really kind of step back and we look at it for what it is and how we try to make the gameplay feel naturally seated and
How long is it
believable
gonna
in
take for
world,
the
but
nude
just
mods to
slightly
drop
out of
on
place.
this?
Like, why does this exist? It sparks a feeling of curiosity. And curiosity combined with exploration is like what Tomb Raider is at a core. And so we get it on screen and we hopefully make people happy.
The wall
but
hangs.
Also, when you look on the cock puzzle, we wanted to make a sense why it's there. So we created a whole narration around it. Like we created this
Buoy, like,
culture that's
two hot
the
cross
ceremony
buns.
of bringing the cocks together to open the gate to Tomb of Qualopec. So it was
Well,
really fun to
that
just
didn't work.
build the whole structures and logic and the whole system, why it would be there and how it worked.
I love that.
Like here's a
What was
perfect
all that
example
for?
of curiosity on display. Like Lara gets a beautiful pencil dive into the water after dislodging the roots. But
10 all round, by the way.
oh,
10.
awesome.
Hey,
But
shout out
along the
camera
way,
angles.
she's like, wait a minute, I see something out of the corner of my eye. The player drives in and they come into this new space. You may have never missed this unless you took, or you may never seen it if you had not taken a chance to actually just look around for a beat.
I mean, speaking about looking
Exploration.
around, is there maybe
We're discovering
particular details
exploration
that
in
you
this
guys
game.
are really proud of, or that you want players to really notice
This
in
can hold
the
her
environment
breath.
of the game?
From an environment perspective, for me, was the most important. I want people to immerse in a game, and I don't want to break this immersion, so I wanted to build everything with the logic. So everything, all the mechanisms, all the puzzles, they need to be there for a reason. And me and our team, we really work really hard to make sure that every single puzzle, every single obstacle that
time.
Lara meets, it makes sense. So when you dive deep into the environment, into the world that we are playing, it's there because I want to build it, not because the game requires it to.
And we don't want the environment to feel like it's a heritage site. I mean, we're in the wild. This is a lost city, lost to time that we are discovering. And as a result, we have the opportunity to kind of do some storytelling
metrics where we can actually say, hey, this is a culture that evolved in
It actually looks
isolation
pretty
for a
good.
while. So how do you preserve what we know about Incan culture?
I've
but at the
never
same
been
time,
a Lara Croft
give it a
guy,
uniqueness to say, hey,
like
it's
actually playing the
unmistakably Tomb
games.
Raider, but it's that way because they just
But it-
evolved in isolation for a while.
Yeah.
And when you play the game, you're going to find out why.
Yeah.
Sick. And then you can have a lot of fun with
This
the
looks like- it
overgrown
looks pretty good.
aesthetic, as well as obviously some of the dirt that Lara's picked up as she's traversing through these environments. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of just making sure that the environment feels like you are the person who discovered the first in a
we're
very, very long time. Because that's
solving
what she
the
does, and we want
puzzles.
to make sure that that's how it feels as well.
Yeah, and Lara's not. She's not a delicate flower. She looks good, but she is going to get her hands dirty. She's going to dig in.
Heck yeah.
She's going to go anywhere, and she's going to follow her instincts.
She
similar
can
to how
really
she's
take
doing
a
here.
beating.
She's like, I need that cog to get that
Internally
puzzle
and
moving. I
externally.
found one, but that has opened up the path to somewhere else. So curiosity is driving her. You're going to be along, helping her find that way, and we get into beautiful traversal that makes sure that Lara's physical
could have been bad.
her abilities, her athleticism is on full display in these moments.
She's at her peak, right?
She's at her peak.
Yep.
Love that. Now, the puzzles, like you mentioned, they are such an iconic part of Tomb Raider for me as well. There's so many that I remember from Greece, Egypt, all of the levels. Can you go a little bit deeper about how you've evolved them for Legacy of Atlantis?
Similar to what we talked about reimagining, it's about saying
It really messes with my
this puzzle as
autism.
it existed. You know, what was the original intent here?
And when
if that
there's
intent
grabbies
is
and
something that
people
we
are
were
not
like, hey,
picking
that's-
the
that-
grabbies up.
That's a really strong guiding principle. How do
Pisses
we
me
take
off.
that and make it the ultimate version of what it intends to be?
Sure, you
Sometimes
can make
means
that jump.
sticking very close to
That's
the
not
formula.
superhuman.
Sometimes it means deviating into another area, but we do so in a way that's very thoughtful and very precise because we
Follow
never
the
want to make it
markers.
feel like we're ignoring the history of this adventure that we're reimagining. We want it to feel like it's the re-debut of this game, and so adding new details like giving
Yeah,
her
looks
gear
good.
items that allow her to extract more lore from the world.
Is it kind of wild that this is the most
Preserving some of
impressive
those
thing that
classic
I've seen?
abilities like push pull,
I love
Like the
it.
most
being
interesting
fluid
I've
and
seen?
Dynamic. We'll get into combat.
Like
a little
Gears
bit
of War
later,
E-Day,
but these
obviously,
are all just Tomb Raider things
brought
that
down by all the
Amazing.
ray
Yeah, but
tracing
just going back to the
bullshit and
scanner
DLC,
thing, like,
DLSS
you can use a
bullshit.
scanner if you are a
But
fan
this
and
is
just
this
want
feels
to,
like the
just
most
step
pure
dig
like
deep into the lore. You can
we
scan
made a
things
good
and find
video
out
game
more,
like
but you can
thing.
also use the scanner as a clue to the puzzles. It gives you clues if you want to. If you don't want to, you can just play it your way.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's us trying to be sensitive.
Somebody
to the players
says in
because
their
there
chat,
are
not
those
gonna
that
lie, it's super
want to have
refreshing
this
not
full
seeing
breadth of
painted
systems,
ledges
but we
or
also have
super
our
obvious
hardcore players
climbing
that are like,
grapple
I want
point.
2
Yeah,
pistols
because it's
and
old
no
school
help.
gaming. Like
And we're accommodating them as well.
you
Yeah, I
can
love that,
tell
giving players
where
way
you're
more
supposed to go.
choice
They
and
use the flow
following their lead as well.
of
That's
the
so
pathway
cool.
to
It
show
sounds like
you
you guys have done a
where
lot
you're
of
supposed to
research
go,
as well,
not
and really respected a lot of
paint
the
fucking
environments
ledges
that
on
you're
you.
talking about in real life, as well as creating a more fantasy realm for Lara to explore. That sounds sick.
I mean, the research is a massive part of what we've been doing because the cultures that we've been working on recently is you know, Incans, ancient Greece, Egypt, and we want to be respectful to those cultures and to the history that they have, and also for the players to feel like they are actually archaeologists, not just playing the game. So that's why we've done so much research.
And when we decided to partner with the Hogs on this,
'Cause that's
game,
really
and
what
develop
Lara
it
Croft did.
together,
Lara Croft
we
is-
knew that they were also fans of the game. I think Maddie is actually
Lara
one
Croft
of the
is
designers on
hot
the
female
So like we've got a
Indiana
designer on the
Jones.
team who literally used
That's
to make
what it
levels
is.
for fun.
Yeah.
It's
No
what if
way.
Indiana
Really well
Jones
known
was
in
a
the
hot
community.
British
So these are
chick.
real fans that are making the game.
Wow.
But at the same time, we're also
Basically, the
we have
thing
a
that
luxury of
Kathleen
very
Kennedy
talented
wanted to
developers who
turn
ask the right questions,
Indiana Jones
who push in
into,
the right places to make sure
minus
we get
like
really
the
cool
hot
stuff
part.
that's fun to play on screen. And watching this whole process unfold over the last few years has just been a treat as a developer.
I bet. That's so special. That's so cool. What we're seeing here is Lara movement in full action there. She's got a lot of swagger. Like I said, she's got steez looking. Can you talk to me a little bit about some of the innovations that Lara's movement can be experienced in Legacy of Atlantis and how it'll feel for players to play as her?
What we hope is, it feels familiar. We hope that you can pick up the sticks and you're like, wow, this is like putting on an old pair of shoes that are super comfortable. But at the same time, we've given her a couple of more tricks that she can use to help navigate the world, such as her grapple cup that can give her some unique abilities to interact with objects, to use it to navigate. Those little touches are additive and are meant to enhance the experience while still preserving that.
I'm actually
original
invested
intent.
in this
Very cool.
gameplay.
But that cog
just watching
puzzle, I
it.
mean,
It's actually
she basically knew she needed to find it. She
interesting.
used her instinct. She moved upwards through this beautiful little pocket city that was adjacent to this temple. Discovered things
Sure,
about
we can
it
make those
along the
jumps.
way, got inside, found this beautiful water clock whose purpose is unknown.
Yeah.
She gets it,
Look at her
and
go.
look at this.
There she is. That's Lara, baby. Oh my gosh.
Lara never comes in through the front door, and she never
Yes.
leaves without style.
now we're picking up grabbies.
Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, we've got this beautiful landscape around us. The environment art is stunning.
I know.
I mean,
incredible.
I mean, we try to.
It's the first video
when you
game
play in
I've
this
seen here
game,
that
we
looks
want
like a
you to
video
explore
game.
and
It
just
doesn't
enjoy
look like it's
exploring the
trying to
environment,
be
but
something
doing
else.
Everything else, like if you just want to walk around and want to figure out what was actually happening.
Not
in
a
this place,
surprise,
how
it's
what the
a
people were
remake
doing
of a video
there
game that
hundreds of
already
years ago,
exists.
you can do so, and just working on all those vistas, it's just so awesome. People, like our teams put so much heart and passion into building the vistas like this.
Look at that. This is one of my favorite
Cinema,
favorite
guys.
moments is the postcard shots where you're
Yeah.
alone in the wilderness. You can hear the birds chirping, the leaves rustling. There's no time clock. We want people to slow down when they play the game. We want them to say, take it in, enjoy it. You don't have to speed run it, but if you're listening and you do, let us know what your time is because we'll keep track. But that's great. It's the type of audience that we have. You know, we have people that want to challenge themselves to move through the experience as fast as they can, and those that want to sightsee. And the game just is welcoming to all.
I'll be sightseeing for sure. I've got tears in my eyes. I'm not even joking. That is
right,
absolutely incredible.
chill out.
Wow.
Chill out.
I wanted to go back a little bit and talk a little bit more about Lara's toolkit and
She
how
looks
that's
good,
evolved
though.
here. So we have mentioned her grapple hook, her we saw the scanner in action as well. How is that really going to affect the gameplay for players, and what other tools has she got up her sleeve?
Well, we've got like you said, the two items that we've already discussed.
Nice.
And as Arik mentioned, the scanner has some dual functionality. It can not only
All
give
right.
you some hints.
Now
that are
the
optional if
question
you don't want
is,
to engage with it, but it
put the
also gives you
gears
some
together.
world lore.
Yeah, there you go.
But on top of that, we've got some things under the hood in her PDA that we can use to help give her some slightly different skill attributes.
This is also
if
going to
you wanna
help you figure out
equip
this
her in a
puzzle,
certain
I
way to
guess,
help
later
meet
on.
challenges
If you
as,
do actually
you
play the game,
face them.
and you haven't
We've
played the
got our
previous one,
crafting
so
system
I don't know.
because we want to make sure that, finding med packs
In the middle of the jungle.
It's
cool.
A little bit old school, yeah.
in a tomb
fair.
10,000 years old has lucky that there's a first aid kit
What
here.
do you mean? They're not there all the time?
No,
What the heck?
so we were like, how do we make this still feel like Tomb Raider, but at the same time, like, not break immersion? And so that's where crafting
Flowers,
is a perfect add-on in
medicinal
addition to
flowers.
it. It lets her scavenge the world for resources, use her knowledge and her ability to craft something useful.
Let's see what
And on
treasures
top of that, she can use recipes to provide certain gameplay buffs that are
that's
going to
good.
help give her short-term
If you want to, you
advantages.
don't have to. And you can just play the old school way, dual pistol all the way through with healing items if you want.
If you want to put your heads down and power through it, you can do it, but these
Yeah.
things are available to you, and we think they're fun to engage with.
Amazing.
The Tomb of Qualipec waterfall gate is opened.
Done it.
Now here we're advancing to a little
Yes.
bit later in the
the game, yeah.
We're now just on the cusp of a very memorable first encounter. So folks, hold on. Here we go.
Oh, I remember this, I think.
But we got to do it with style.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The old
so
leap
funny
of
you were
faith.
gonna include us on that. That's so sick.
You know,
oh, she's so cool.
Early stages of the project, we were like, hey, if we're really going to do this, we want to represent Lara in a way that she's fully recognizable. And part of that is the acrobatics.
she's-
Lara without the
she's
acrobatics
recognizable.
is still cool Lara, but not classic Lara. And here, they're on full display, but what I hope people appreciate is that there's more grounding, more believability to it in how she moves. She's still having fun, but
It's synonymous to her, but like you mentioned, the more grounded when she was kicking the cog puzzle, that looked sick. It was so cool.
Yep.
But yeah.
those little interactive moments add a sense of cinematic spectacle time to time, which is nice. It allows the game to still feel like a summer blockbuster.
Yeah. And speaking of, hello. Who are these
And here
guys?
comes the dinosaurs.
The raptor design looks really cool, Arik, as well.
Brilliant. Thank you.
I love the addition of the feathers.
Yeah, I mean, we wanted to keep the red color, you know, which you remember from the original one. But obviously, our knowledge about the dinosaurs evolved so much since 1996. So we wanted, like with everything in this game, we want to add on the top of what's been done already.
Oh, hey.
So we kept the color. We add our own silhouette designs, and we added the feathers to make it unique for the Legacy of Atlantis.
Nice.
And their combat has been like dramatically overhauled. They're no longer just charging at you and just taking bullets. They're thinking, they're evading.
No, that's good.
You have the ability to use the health reticle when in aim down sight to be able to kind of assess where they're at so you can target your shots. And with Lara's combat,
this unironically might be the best thing I've seen from the show.
Appearance, utility,
like including Gears of War E-Day, which I know everybody's like
in combat. She's got a
super hyped for,
you know,
of all the stuff that's here, but like
responding and then moving to make sure she can then reassess, and that's Lara's always in motion.
I like that there's infinite ammo.
It's organic, but at the same time, it helps her kind of overcome challenges and get the upper hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to keep moving all the time. It's like a dance for them.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And you can see little blue dot
Lara
on the
Croft
bottom,
does
which enables
Doom
you
gameplay.
to go into the focus mode, which slows down time, which is one of my favorite features in our game.
For sure.
Yeah, when that fills up, she can go into hyper focus, slow down time, and really pull off those precision shots. But if you're gonna
Infinite
do that,
ammo.
Like, give her some style when she does it.
Absolutely.
This feels like a tutorial though. I don't know. I didn't play the original, so.
Yay! Oh my gosh, what was it like reimagining such an iconic boss fight here as well as the other ones in Atlantis? How was that?
From our perspective, it was just an honor to work on a T-Rex, but like we've worked for such a long time to just make sure it's perfect from our perspective, and we were trying to be respectful to the OG one. You know, the moment when she's coming out like throughout the corner and you see the T-Rex. We couldn't do exactly this, but we wanted to have the same emotions when people see her for the first time, and then just working on a design, it was such a blast.
Yeah. And when you see her, it's like she still has some of those classic DNAs. She's got that beautiful green with that yellow pockets under her eyes. But we've also got some added elements in the feathers that also provide a little bit more of a reason of, she's in a geothermal valley. I mean, she's going to have a little bit of plumage that feels like it matches that environment, and it just gives her this really recognizable signature look.
I just love that we added those red feathers because there's so many versions of the T-Rex, you know, in all the medias, and
looks
those
fine.
red feathering on the top of this green and yellow eyes, for me, it's like beautiful.
And like chocolate and peanut butter, it's just great getting these two back together again. And seeing it like never presented before.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
Love Lara. I love that as well. With the T-Rex and again other iconic bosses, what are you guys hoping that resonates with players, or what are you hoping that they experience from them coming across?
Yeah, no, we can take it or leave it. No, I'm kidding. We absolutely want people to be engaged. We want them to be pulled in. We want them to
have fun.
Yeah, we want them to feel like they're being put onto a cinematic thrill ride when we are ready to do that. But we also want them to feel like when we're not in that moment, they get to ramp down, explore, enjoy what we put out there for them to
yeah,
explore.
but it's also so much fun to, you know, recreate, like
cool.
these things with the technology that
let's
we have now.
let's move on to the next
we
thing.
can build the lore on the top of it with so much more narration.
Say thank you and let's
so
move on.
much fun to work on it, and hopefully people will feel it when they play it.
Yeah, I cannot wait to play it as well. Guys, I'm really honored about speaking to you, seeing all of that footage. So
that's a win, guys. I think that's going to be a big one.
Out the book?
Here we go. Money talk.
Guys, thank you so much again. Check out Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis when it launches on Xbox Series X and S on February 12th, 2027.
I might have to check that out.
2 days before
Again, I'm not a
Lara's
Tomb
birthday,
Raider
isn't it?
guy. I might have to check that out, though.
Xbox Play Anywhere. Buy it once and play across Xbox console and Windows PC. Pre-order now. Plus, if you pre-order the deluxe or collector's edition like me, get ready to play a full 48 hours early starting February 10th.
Shut up!
Now guys, there is still a
Silly
whole
woman.
lot more coming up here on the Xbox at Gamescom
Exterminatus,
broadcast, including
Mega Man,
Dual Override,
Terrible
Forza
Lizards,
Horizon 6, and I
Forza
get to
Horizon
chat
6,
with
Warhammer
Fable
40k
game
Dark
director
Heresy,
Ralph Fulton and walk
Grav
through
Hounds,
the full
and
demo
Fable.
that they're featuring right here in the
Are we
Fable
also supposed to
Theater
get
on the show
GTA
floor.
6?
Heroes, wit, Power Stone, combat and more. I'm simply chuffed. Now then, if ridding an alien planet of its most menacing habitats with a rig full of futuristic weaponry and S-tier teamwork is your
I thought this
idea
was
of a good
supposed to be
time,
2 hours,
have I got
but
a game
it
for
feels
you.
like it's going
Check this
longer.
out.
In Exterminauts,
Every contract begins on a frontier that's equal parts breathtaking and barely holding together. You'll gear up aboard the rig, meet your crew, and choose the tools that fit your playstyle.
Doesn't look bad.
Then it's time to drop in and get to work.
Okay.
The ecosystem is alive. Creatures hunt, feed, adapt, and push back against your every move.
This feels like more colorful, like less militaristic Helldivers. That's what this feels like.
The tools you use do more than deal damage. They're built to create opportunities, reward teamwork, and let your crew shape the battlefield. It's controlled chaos. And when things get heated, cool them down.
Yeah, this feels like less militaristic Helldivers. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that there isn't more room for a competitor to Helldivers. But that's what this looks like. It doesn't look terrible, despite the fact that
clearing pests is only
the characters
part of the
only
job.
have one
Success
noise they
comes
make when they get
from
hit.
working together.
It looks like squads of 3.
While one exterminaut gets the facility back online, the rest of the crew holds the line and keeps the site secure.
Yeah, this is Helldivers. This is more colorful, less militaristic Helldivers. Again, it's not that that's a bad thing. It's just
overdrive that sick boy. Of course, hard work has a way of attracting the biggest pests around.
Running Jeff.
And even
that
then,
creature was called the Running
contract
Jeff.
isn't finished until everyone makes it home.
Yeah, there's an extraction. It's Helldivers. This is Helldivers.
Call in your ride, defend the extraction zone, and earn your pay.
We got Xbox Helldivers, boys.
Because in Exterminauts, the best jobs are the ones you survive together.
Xbox Helldivers. Let's go.
Magic and Melee take center stage in
That's it.
Warlock.
That looked actually fucking good. That looked like it was worth an expo. But that's what we got.
Character to life is none other than Maggie. Maggie Robertson, how you doing? AKA
Hello.
Tasha.
Yes, hello. That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
What would you say is the real essence of playing something like Tasha?
Tasha's fun. She's very fun. She's kind of like our weird, dark fairy godmother in the game. She will make all of your darkest dreams come true, but there will be a cost.
Well, is there more to her than meets the eye? Because you said a fairy godmother type. Now, many people could interpret that in different ways.
Indeed.
So tell me a bit more deeper about Tasha.
She is charming and charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has kind of this magnetism that draws you in, but there is an undercurrent of danger with her because she's incredibly cunning and she's always working towards her own ends, not yours. And you don't always know what her true goals are in the game. So you do always have to stay on your toes with her.
So I know with classes like Warlocks in D&D, typically there's often a pretty tragic way in which they come to know their patrons. So you need
So it's a Dungeons and Dragons. I know nothing about Warlock.
Meet Tasha.
I think I heard.
She,
like this game.
Katri is searching for someone, and that search brings her to Tasha in order to get what she wants.
Now you've obviously played many characters before in various fantasy settings, but was there anything in particular that was a bit more challenging about playing someone like Tasha?
I think the challenge of Tasha is
we're
that
just interviewing an
she
actor
is so
now?
cunning, and she is always planning 10 steps ahead of everybody else in the room.
Of course.
So she's always moving and shaking, and so having to hold all of that within you in any scene that you're in, and always know that something else that she is negotiating. Even if you think you're negotiating this, you're actually negotiating about this.
They didn't
obviously
include
being a
her
huge fan of
nose in
D&D
the
as
character
well, right?
model,
So-
that's for sure.
And
God
he's played Orin the Red, incredibly vicious, devious, pretty nasty character. So are there any parallels in that kind of excitement you had when you got to play Orin, and now you get to sort of re-enter the universe now in Warlock?
Tons of excitement to re-enter the universe. D&D is so fun because you can be anything you want to be, do anything you want to do. So
Sort of.
I genuinely love D&D. I love to play with my friends, and it is a nice home space for me. So then being able to be a part of
What else are you
games
gonna say?
that
No,
also
I
are
don't
in
play
those
D&D,
worlds is incredibly
fucking hate it. Like-
fun. How many times can I say fun in one interview? Fun, fun, fun.
Well, it's all fun.
It's very fun.
What can you say if
I don't know
it's
if
not
I said
fun?
that
Right.
before, but it is in fact quite fun. What was your question? Because I've blacked out and all I'm on is fun.
Was the excitement of
Silly woman.
playing a character like Orin, being such a D&D fan, was that mirrored in then having the opportunity to re-enter D&D again as now?
Oh, absolutely. But also, like, Tasha's an iconic D&D character, and that comes with a decent amount of stress and scariness and, oh God, what have I done? Can I pull this off? I think every time I get booked on something, I have a minute of panic of like, oh God, and now I have to do it.
I mean, people are committing their entire lives to a patron, so yeah, that's a lot of weight on your shoulder.
Yeah, the least I could do is try.
Well, Maggie, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for just voicing so many incredible characters. But next
All right,
up,
cool.
we're actually heading
Let's
over to
move
the
on.
world of Mega Man and Twinkle Girl, which is just an incredible sentence.
This motherfucker
to say
in
out
his
loud. So
jorts.
why don't we check in with Benny and see what's up with
Seeing
that?
way too much of his inner thigh. Ugh.
They're called fan favorites for a reason, and this next game can certainly claim that title. And here to show off gameplay to the newest entry to the beloved franchise, Mega Man Dual Override. Please welcome game producer Hiroyuki Minamatani and game director Shinya Ikuta.
Hello everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi.
Welcome. Now, we're going to hop straight into some gameplay. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're going to play?
最初はゲームプレイを紹介しますけれども、ゲームコースについて少しでも説明していただけます？はい。今回小バージョンということで、ティンクルガール以外のステージは、伏せられています。でもう本来はすべての8体のボスから1体を選んで好きなステージを選んで攻略するのがロックマンらしさであります。
I'm as lost as
Today
he
we're
is
playing from the
ALS
Gamescom
girl.
build that we have here, so we only have one stage available. When the full game comes out, you'll be able to choose from 8 different stages.
Oh, amazing. Thank you so much, Doug. So we've got Twinkle Girl as well, which I know is one of the new Robot Masters.
Oh shit! I was wondering because somebody said RIP Tim Curry in the chat.
じゃあ早速選んでみましょうか。 Alright, let's get
Apparently
started.
Tim Curry has passed away. A day after Dolly Parton, and he was also 80.
We have, which is new.
That's kind of wild.
はい、今回は
So many
3ステージ
fucking
構成になって
iconic roles
て
that guy had.
ステージが
Plus,
進むごと
he was the voice of
だんだん
Arlen
難しくな
Howe
っていきます。で最後にボスが待ち受けています。
Dragon Age
Alright,
Origins,
so
and he
every
did
stage in the game will have 3 separate areas, and as you progress through each
Red
of them, will
Alert.
become more and more difficult.
Right?
The robot master for each of those stages will be waiting for you in the 3rd area.
Okay, amazing. Should we hop in and see what we have on offer?
じゃあ始めましょうか。はい。では最初のステージを選んでいきます。はい。Alright. We're gonna head and get started.
Okay, amazing. So we've got 3 chips here. Can you tell us what this feature is?
でそのチップについて少しでも説明していただけます？はい。チップをセットすることでロックマンを強化することができるんですけども、今回は3種類のチップセットを用意しました。Okay, Mega Man is able to equip a variety of chips throughout the game that'll add a variety of abilities to him. For the Gamescom show floor demo, we have 3 chips available to players.
Okay, amazing. And what's the first one that we're going to use?
で今日最初に使うのはどちらでしょうか？一番上の、防御スタイルの、チップセットを選びます。Alright, so first we're going to be using one that's a little bit more of a defensive chip.
Okay, nice. Let's see it in action.
はい、じゃあ、Let's start.
はい、この3つのチップセットは体験版だけの特別な仕様で、製品版ではユーザーが組み合わせて使うことができます。
Alright, so for the Gamescom demo, we only have 3 chips available. Once the full game
it's a
comes out,
classic
players will
Mega
have
Man
a
game.
very wide variety of chips to be able to use for a variety of skills.
Oh, amazing. Oh, we can see it here right there. So it's going to help block those abilities, right?
でそのシールを使うときには、攻撃にダメージ受けないようにするんです
It
よね。
doesn't look bad.
Yeah, that's correct. It'll reduce damage.
Okay, amazing.
でバリア自体はいつでも解除できます。Alright, so with the shield itself, you can actually turn it off at any point in time too.
So I'm guessing that's going to create a skill curve for players.
まあ多分プレイヤーにとってはそのシールドの使い方はやっぱり戦略が必要ですよね。
はい、そうです。
Yeah, so some strategy will be involved, of course, in the use of the shield.
Amazing. Also, so to point out is like when damaging the enemies, we're seeing a lot of that like graphical effects to those, aren't we?
やっぱり敵にはダメージを与えるときにはその傷がついたりマークがついてますよね。
はい。
Okay,
だんだん黒くなっていくというか、ちょっと焦げが発生して、はい、ダメージ表現が分かりやすくなっています。
Yeah, so with each enemy, as you damage them more and more, you'll start to see them kind of develop damage and scars and that sort of thing. And as they become darker, it's clear that they're getting closer to being killed.
Okay, amazing. So as we progress through the level as well, we're noticing a lot of familiar enemies and that people recognize from the previous games. Right, can you tell us a little bit about that and how you balance it?
Okay, that's kind of the thing with side scrollers like this. It's like, okay, it's a Mega Man game. It's a Mario like.
出すとやっぱファンの人はすごく喜んでくれますし、結構なんていうんですかね、配置の位置でかなり攻略が難しくなるような敵もすごくたくさんいるので、
Like it's a Mega Man game, it's a Mario game, it's a Metroid. Like it's we know what the game is like.
Familiar face allows fans to have a little bit of nostalgia with the gameplay, and then introducing new enemies and whatnot will add a different level of challenge to it. So it's a good opportunity for fans to really kind of have that.
It doesn't look particularly like super hard.
To the game.
Yeah, and I think we got to talk about new things about the game.
It's not exactly like this is.
Can you tell us a little bit about that in the top left corner?
はい、で新規要素について話してるんだけど、オーバーライドについての説明少しでもいただけます？
はい、わかりました。ではまず
It's not exactly like this is. What's it called? Oh, the one where he plays the Hornet.
オーバーライドゲージは溜まってます。
Which is a side scroller, but like basically a Souls-like side scroller. It's really hard.
ダメージを受けたり、いろいろな能動的な行動でゲージが溜まって
Finally avoided a fist. Great job.
Will build up in a variety of ways, taking damage, damaging enemies and whatnot.
How many times
Slide.
can you? Oh, here we go.
Special move. There we go.
ではオーバーライドをして強化した状態でかっこよく敵を倒したいと思います。
Alright, so once the override is activated, you'll actually become more powerful and you'll be able to unleash some really cool looking attacks like we've seen here on
the
Destroyed. Amazing, and that's our first level stage complete.
はい、それエリア1完成ですね。
あ、そうです。
Yes.
Amazing. Now, one thing as well with that override system, how many times are they able to charge it?
でそのオーバーライドのゲージは何回まで蓄積できます？
一定量敵を倒したりすると段階的にゲージが上がっていって3段階が最強のオーバーライド状態になります。
So the override gauge has 3 phases to it, and as you hit each of those kind of levels, you'll be able to build it up for stronger attacks as you go. So once you get that third tier, it's pretty powerful.
As we just saw, they just destroyed them. So we're going to try the second chip now, aren't we?
はい、じゃあ2つ目のチップ使いますよね。
はい。
Yes.
今回攻撃タイプ、火力重視のチップを選びます。
Alright, this time around we're going to be doing more of an offensive chip. It's called the weapon chip.
Okay, amazing. And what is the difference between the weapon chip and the shield chip that we saw in the first area?
で、ウェポンチップとシールドチップの違いは何でしょうか？
まずこれオートガードです。オートチャージです。
So one big difference that players will notice is that once you have the weapon chip equipped, you'll be able to charge automatically rather than holding down the attack button.
通常はボタンを押さないとチャージできないんですけども、自動的にチャージされるので、ロックマンのアクションに集中しやすくなります。
Yeah, so when you're playing normally, you'd have to hold that attack button down to be able to charge your Mega Buster, but now that it's done automatically for you, you're able to focus a little bit more on Mega Man's movements and attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like it's a Mega Man game. We get it.
What might be the?
There's not a whole lot.
What would be a reason for a player to choose this chip over the defensive chip?
Like
there's certain upgrades that can help you. Like yeah.
やっぱり火力でどんどん敵を倒していきたいという人に向いていると思います。
Yeah, there are some players who like to take down enemies pretty quickly, so the weapon chip is really good for those who are more of an offensive type player.
Brilliant.
じゃあ次は特殊武器をお見せしたいと思います。
Also, we're going to do a quick introduction to a special weapon that is available to players in the game.
Oh.
Okay.
特殊武器を使うと敵を吹っ飛ばして。
This is one of those things that like.
So with that special weapon, you can actually cause enemies to go flying off of their platforms and whatnot too.
Everybody knows at this point.
Be able to have access to them.
Like you can just, I don't know, play the game and find out like that. I feel like this is one of those things where you could just play the game
yeah,
and find
there will be
out.
quite a few other weapons available to players outside of the standard Mega Buster.
And how are players going to gain access to those weapons?
でその特別の武器を取得するのに何が必要ですかね。
最後の、ボスを倒すことが必須条件となります。
はい。So as
Everybody in their chat keeps asking, when's Fable? When's Fable? Has Fable been shown yet? It's the end. They've been saying it's at the end the whole time. Like,
what are they for, and how are players going to use them?
はい。でステージにはネジも集めれるようですけれども、そのネジはどのように使います？
ネジを貯めるとショップで
We're still
チッ
going.
プを購入することができます。
We're still going this long on Mega
Chips, they
Man.
can actually use them to purchase additional chips throughout their gameplay experience.
Okay, amazing.
なのでネジはどんどん貯めていって自分をロックマンをどんどん強化していくことが攻略の鍵となります。
So one cool strategy about that is the more screws you collect, the more powerful Mega Man will become. So we recommend doing your best to collect them and powering up as you play.
この先に強敵が待ち受け
Mofo
ています。
doesn't know where to go next.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just
There
going
you
to
go.
just come to this.
Go through the door.
Right, like which allows players to kind of take breaks throughout the game. How have you balanced that? But I think we'll go to this because this is Astro Man.
What the fuck?
Yes,
Right,
yes,
it's
it is.
returning. I know so many people are excited about this. Can you tell us more?
Yeah,
そう。アストロマンが復活しますよね。それについて少しでも話していただけます？
ロックマンのファンに喜んでもらおうと思って過去作からボスを復活させてます。他のボスも登場しますので復活しますので楽しみにしておいてください。
All right. So as a fan service to series of the Mega Man series, we've brought back a variety of robots, robot masters. Astro Man is one of them, but there will be others besides him. So get excited.
Apparently, you can't
I
point
love
your
seeing
weapon
some
up.
of these like
That's
kind
a
of
thing.
battles that you see.
このような戦略見るのは楽しいですね。
初めのボスと違って2番目のボスなので。ちょっと歯ごたえのある難易度になっています。
Oh, he's phasing. He's phasing in and out.
Yeah, so compared to the boss in the first area, the boss for the second area, so it'll be a little bit more difficult than the boss we fought earlier.
So close.
はい、まあまあまあ。
惜しい。
本当に強敵なんですよ。めちゃくちゃ。はい。
And then you start again.
The shield chip would have come in handy there.
やっぱりシールドチップ使えばよかったかも。
まあそうですけども、僕はもう火力重視でいきます。
Alright, we're gonna do our best here.
Well, I believe.
使用される方に参考になるようなプレーを目指したいと思います。
Alright, I'm gonna do my best to show players the best gameplay I can.
できるかな。よし、頑張ろう。
You're gonna do it flawless.
Now we're waiting on this mofo to just beat the boss.
It's one of the things. It is hard to talk and play these boss fights at the same time as well.
やっぱりプレイしながら話すの難しいですよね。
もうちょっと無口になっちゃいますね。
本当はもっと上手いんですけど、喋りながらプレイするとやっぱりダメージ食らってしまいますね。
やばいですね。
Truth be told, Equal Director is a lot better than what you're seeing right here, but it is again tricky for him to play and talk at the same time.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's go. Round 2, doing the same thing.
さあ、オーバーライド発動ですね。
これでなんとか倒したいですが。
So close.
まだ死なないです。まだです。あまり最後まで見せちゃうとね、ちょっとユーザーの楽しみもなくなるので、次のステージに移りたいと思います。
Alright, so for the sake of the fans, let's move on to the third area and show that a little bit too.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's go because the third area is where we're going to see the new robot master, Twinkle Girl.
そう3つ目のエリアで、やっぱりロボットマスの紹介も入りますよね。
じゃあ最後のステージとなります。はい。
Yeah, this will be the last area of the Twinkle Girl stage.
じゃあこのステージのボスを紹介します。
Alright, just give a quick overview about her as we're playing through.
でチップは一番下のチップを使うんですけども、これは何も強化チップをつけてない状態のロックマンとなります。
And for this area, we're going to be using the third chip in this option here, which is to call in Rush, but it won't add any sort of power-ups to Mega Man's abilities.
どうぞ。
難易度高いけど大丈夫ですか？
大丈夫です。もう使いこなしていきますよ、もうロックマンを。はい。
Yeah, we'll do our best this one too. But yeah, meet Twinkle Girl.
Twinkle Girl.
Alright. Alright, let's do it.
Are we just gonna play the whole fucking game? Like what?
Evolve the Robot Master stage design for the latest entry.
This is still going. We don't need more of this, right?
大切にしてるようですけれども、その進行はなんで大切にしてるんですか？
南さんお願いします。ヘルプでちょっと今集中してるの。
3つのステージに分けたんですけれども、ユーザーには段階的にクリアしてアクションとして成長する楽しみを味わってほしいなと思ってます。
One reason for the kind of progression for the stage itself is we want players to have a sense of progression and success and achievement as they've gone through the stage. So again, each area becomes more and more difficult, and so by clearing each one, there's a sense of accomplishment being able to complete it.
And how do you balance the challenge that players are going to face and then having those conveniences like checkpoints?
でその難易度が、ね、あまり難しくならないようにどうやってバランス取ろうとしてるんですか。
お願いします。今集中してるんですよ。もう、はい、ここめっちゃむずいんで。
敵の単純に強さを上下させるだけじゃなくて、ステージ構成や敵の配置を調整しながらテストプレイ通じてかなり精密に調整してる。そうですね。
Yeah, so if you think about it, obviously the enemies become more and more difficult, more powerful as you
we
progress
get
the
it.
stage, but also we get more strategic with the placements of the enemies, so they're in more inconvenient places, so to speak. But again, it really gives players an ability to practice and kind of level up as they're playing.
I love seeing how much more difficult this stage is as well compared to the other two.
やっぱり3つ目のエリア非常に難しいと見えるんですけど。
めちゃくちゃむずいです。
Yeah, it is pretty tough, isn't it?
やっぱロックマンは歯応えがすごく大事だと思っているので、はい、難しめに調整してます。
Yeah, of course, the Mega Man series itself is known for its challenge. We want to make sure we kept that for the classic fans.
Do you have any tips for players picking it up for the first time?
ロックマンシリーズを初めて遊ぶユーザーにとって何かアドバイスあります？
ロックマンは特殊武器を使うと強い攻撃が与えることができるので、このボスも特殊武器が効くようになってますので。
So yeah, Mega Man again will have access to a variety of special weapons. Using those special weapons against robots
will
actually have some pretty extra effects on them. So we recommend picking those up and using those as well.
This fight looks so hard against Twinkle Girl.
やっぱり Twinkle Girl 戦は難しく見えるんですけど。
めちゃくちゃ難しいんで、僕はもう喋れませんね。
It is pretty tough. So Ikuta-san's gonna stop talking because it is pretty tough.
はい、難しいですけど攻撃パターンを見極めれば。
これ以上見せるとちょっと
Yo Mega Buster.
はい、ここでやめて。
That was my nickname
in
high school.
Girls, attack patterns and whatnot are pretty tough. We don't want to give away the strategy of how to defeat her entirely, so we're actually going to call it right here if that's okay.
I feel like that is perfectly fair because we don't want to give those
secrets
away.
God.
We want people to have that challenge.
Playing the whole fucking game for us.
ぜひ使用できる方だけの限定的なプレイ。
Mega Man Duel Override.
Now, we've seen some great features. We've seen the new override abilities, the new chipsets. What else should fans be excited to see?
We don't need to know anymore. いろんな新要素を紹介してもらってますけれども、
それに加えて一応注目したいこと何かあります？
そうですね。8体のボスまだお見せしてませんけども、非常に魅力的なキャラクターをたくさん用意しているのと、そのうちの1体はユーザーから募集をして
Dude, even the ASL lady is over it.
すごくデザインがかっこいい。
You can tell she's over it.
ボスが
She's
登
just
場し
like,
ますの
can
で、
we
それを楽しみに
please
してほしいで
get
す。
to the next
Alright,
shit?
so within the game itself, there are 8 robot masters across the 8 stages that players will have access to. We're only revealed one so far, but one of those robot masters is actually going to be designed by a fan. We held a design contest, and so that winning entry will be part of the game as a final boss.
That is amazing to see. It's like you've already got such dedicated fans to the franchise, and they're going to be absolutely buzzing to see that.
やっぱりファンの皆さんは情熱的なんですけれども、そうファンが作ったデザインをゲームに入れてやっぱり興奮感がやっぱり強くなりますよね。
People in the chat are just talking about Fable.
いや
They're just talking about what to expect from Fable, what to look at.
Especially the person who created that winning design, they're going to be super duper excited to see it in the game.
もしかするとね、スタッフロールに名前が載るかもしれませんもんね。
そうですね。スタッフロールには名前が出ますから、ボスも特徴的なステージに出ますので、楽しみに発表を待っていただければと思ってます。
So it's not just that Robot Master design, but the whole stage for that Robot Master will also be themed around that design itself. So it's going to be a really kind of special experience. The staff's really excited to reveal it as well.
No, I'm excited to see it as well. It's a bit like how we've seen the Twinkle Girl stage today and how that's all designed.
Okay.
But I'd just like to say a massive thank you for both of you, all three of you, for coming and showing us some gameplay here on the Xbox booth at Gamescom. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, next. Let's
Thank
go.
you so much. But coming up, straight from the Xbox booth, we're getting nostalgic and celebrating 25 years and showing off some sweet new games coming to Forza Horizon 6. First, a special update on first-person horror platformer coming to Xbox.
Forza Horizon. We're gonna have an hour-long tech talk on Forza Horizon.
Hello? Anyone here?
Sorry, kid. What was your name?
Jordan.
I'm Stella. I need you to find Dalton.
Fucking Jordan and Stella.
This isn't good.
You see, we've come across this material with some sort of organic properties.
Oh man.
I should have stopped.
Looks like oil.
long time ago.
This is my first documented sighting of this creature.
Something took him. It took everyone. There's not a soul here.
How many of these things are there?
There are other areas that can get you back to the surface, but you gotta go deeper. Suppose the only way out is...
Zombie dinosaurs, it looks like.
Look back!
This operation must be contained.
I'll find him, Stella. I will.
We got zombie dinosaurs before GTA 6.
It's a partnership made in gaming heaven. IKEA helps create spaces for real life.
And that's
Xbox
all we
is where
needed
the
of
world
that.
plays.
Great job.
Put them together and you've got a collection that makes it easier to bring play into the living room. Plus, with a name like Ixtabi, it promises to be an unforgettable collaboration. Joining me with more on this new IKEA gaming collection, please welcome back to the show Carl Ledbetter, Head of Design for Xbox Devices, and Product Developer Philip Delay from IKEA. Hi guys, welcome. How are you?
Hey. Good to be back.
More
Good to be back.
It's great to see
tech
you.
hardware talk.
Now, let's talk Ixtabi. Tell me a little bit more about this furniture collection.
Yeah, so it's a furniture collection, or a home furniture.
Furniture?
I would say, because it's furniture and accessories.
What?
Enhance the gaming experiences for people in
Why
the
are we
home
talking
who,
about
feel
furniture?
that gaming is an essential part of their
IKEA,
everyday.
what?
Cool. How did this come about for you guys?
It's pretty interesting when you think about IKEA being the world leader in gaming or home furnishings and products for people at home, and
Bro,
Xbox
what are you
with our
talking
game
about, man?
content and devices for gaming. When you put them together, it really creates the ultimate opportunity to get people immersed into games. So it doesn't stop at the screen or with the controller in your hand. It's about the entire environment that you're working in and playing games in. So that's where.
Why is
I think the magic
Xbox
really
hawking
happens.
furniture?
Awesome. Now, I hear you had a little inspiration, obviously, from the controller here.
What
Can you
is
talk
that
to me a little
ugly
bit
piece
about
of
how
shit?
That inspired your product design for this collection.
Yeah, Carl?
Sure, yeah.
That is a
well, the
blue
controller is very
controller with
iconic to
yellow
Xbox.
accent.
That's where
What
you
the fuck?
You interact with the games, and so we took some of the detailing from.
That's an
the
IKEA
controller,
colored
the thumbstick
control.
stool,
What the fuck?
D-pad cushion and the D-pad bottom. And those are kind of more specific examples, but yeah,
What
it's
am I looking
inspiring.
at?
Game content really comes alive through the product. So that's
If
what
you
we
buy this,
looked
you are
at.
gay.
Yeah, we were inspired by
If you buy this,
elements of the
you are
controller,
a
but also,
gay
like, how
person.
people
You are
use
a
it, you know, how
homosexual.
people store it,
I
how
don't
they
make the
charge it,
rules, okay?
And just making sure that.
But you are an
we
F
use some of our
slur
IKEA smarts
if you
to
buy
help you
this shit.
organize all the gear you have around the game.
Yeah.
Like you
One of the
have to
fun
be because
things
you
about
don't
this
see
project
pussy.
was,
That's for sure.
IKEA and Xbox both share the same philosophy of making products.
If
that
you
solve
buy
real
any of this
problems,
shit, you do not see
that are
pussy.
expressed in a way that anybody can enjoy them at home. And grounding on that, we really start to unlock new ideas and thoughts, and it shows up in all of the.
What is with the
collections.
plates in the background?
Sure.
This
Lord
pisses
knows
me
I need
off
some
too.
IKEA
Like,
smarts as well in my gaming at home, so
That's
it
right.
sounds great. So guys, can I get my hands on this collection maybe at my local IKEA store or even
no,
online?
do not get your
Very
hands
soon.
on this class.
Okay,
Why would you want
how
to?
soon, maybe? When do you expect to launch?
We'll launch globally
Never.
from October 1st this year.
Wow.
No, fuck you.
Just around the corner, absolutely.
Just around the corner, not long to wait at all. I can't wait as well, especially for that D-pads tray. I need that immediately if I can
Yep.
have it, or maybe even
D-pad
this
tray.
little cushion. Can I
one
give
of
you
my
D-pad.
favorites.
one of your
They
favorites?
made a
Yep.
D-pad tray.
Hey! Okay, sorry. Thanks, guys. Well, I mean, Xbox and IKEA feel like they've officially leveled up the gaming space for us at home as well. How does it feel to finally reveal this collection here at Gamescom for you both? Stop
Go ahead,
it!
Philip.
Yeah, amazing. I mean, Gamescom is the world's biggest gaming event, and to see the product out in the wild, experienced by fans and gamers, people trying out, and finding all the Easter eggs and the fun details that we've put into the designs.
Yep.
It's been years in the making, so it feels fantastic.
It feels really good. I mean, this is the first time for Xbox at Gamescom to actually have a partnership like this with IKEA right here in the booth. And like Philip said, if you look close enough, you'll see some Easter eggs. You'll find them here and there, and they're on all the products.
Okay, well, I'm going to go scour them just now
That's
as
right.
well. Guys,
What
thank you
the
so
hell
much
is
for joining
even
me.
that?
Enjoy the rest of your Gamescom and this lovely little setup we've got here. Shall we play some games?
I think we should do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Dishonor.
You guys
Dishonor
will
on your
buckle
whole
up. It's over
family.
to
Make a
Charlie
note
and
of this. Dishonor
Henry
on
with the
you.
latest from
Dishonor
Forza
on your
Horizon 6.
cow.
Let's kick things into overdrive with some new Forza racing, shall we, Hannes?
And here with a look at the
Not
newest game
Forza.
exciting partnerships. Please welcome senior game designer Will Hume and lead game designer.
It's a realistic-looking racing
Doing very
game.
well. How are you both?
I've never understood the popularity of these things. Why do you want to play a realistic-looking car
It's not
racing
bad, is it?
game?
Talking to not bad games.
I feel like there only needs to be
Forza
one
Horizon
of
6
those
Absolutely crushed it when it
that
came
you
out
just
recently.
update
How's the reaction
year over
been? How are
year.
you guys feeling?
We're feeling great. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, launch has been incredible.
Like release one a decade.
Game's gone down really well. We've been releasing a bunch of new content, right? Had new race events, new cars, and now we're introducing a new feature.
Yeah.
Someone said I'm
Charlie
seeing
and I have been in
double
constant
at these
competition to
ball
see who can
motherfuckers.
fully complete all the achievements.
Where are you at, by the way?
I have 2 left.
I've got one left, baby.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, she's beating you.
Try to relax your anus.
You mentioned a new feature.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So why don't you tell us all about it? What are you
Yes. So we've been blown away by the launch of Forza Horizon 6. We've welcomed millions of players to Horizon
Bald
Japan.
British
We've added
dudes
new
love cars,
new
apparently.
rewards, new events. And today we're really excited to give you a first look at a brand new game mode, which is Drift Attack. So this will be free
No.
to all players.
We don't
and
care.
I'm accompanied by Will. He'll be
Our
driving.
beautiful assistant today.
There is no way that I can drift and drive at the same time and talk. So it's worth saying this is all live, so no pressure, Will.
Yeah.
No pressure at all.
Yeah.
So
We're going to be really nice and polite to you, whatever happens.
we're trying to throw you off.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're at the sort of
Okay.
drift circuit.
Yep.
We've kind of upgraded it a bit, put some aftermarket cars in there. You can see people driving. It's worth saying this is all live.
Wow,
So
okay.
the people at the Gamescom
So
booth, that's the people we're seeing
Here
here.
they
So
come.
we go,
They're
shout
not
out
allowed
to
to put their own
Gamescom.
gamer tags in
You
there,
made the
so we're not going to
stream.
see
You made the
any
stream. There you go. That's
like
it. So to start a drift attack, all we need to do is drive
squash
through the
muffin
gantry and away we go.
69
All
420.
about setting the highest drift score on one lap and then trying your hardest to beat
No,
it every
no
single
gamer
time.
tags like
Okay.
Hello
Okay,
Kitty
so we're gonna get our
regret.
first taste of it right here.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, I see the
There you
score
go.
going up. I see the score going
Oh,
up.
yeah. And then, okay, first thing we noticed as well is those blue boxes on the floor aren't normally there. What are those?
Yeah, so they are clipping zones.
So it's just a mode where you
now,
practice
Will is
drifting?
getting a drift score, and if you're drifting within the sort of blue lanes there, it will actually increase your score.
Oh, yes, I can see the multiplier at the bottom. Nice.
Yes,
And if you wreck, you probably get
the way that works is kind
points
of for two
taken
reasons.
off, I
One of
guess.
them is it's to kind of reward those players who are really good at the game, but also they've been strategically placed for sort of the best drifting line.
Mhm.
So it's there to sort of encourage where you should be kind of getting your angles.
Bit of
and how you should be
education,
approaching
bit of
it.
accessibility.
Yeah, bit of education, and obviously number go up is always good fun.
Yeah, it is.
It's always good fun. So right now, Will has locked in a score.
What's
to go
the
up. You
point?
got 158,000.
Okay.
Very
is that
respectable.
Is it respectable?
I say it's modest.
Modest.
It's modest.
You're
I
going to
think
take that?
we can do better. I think we can do better.
Okay, let's get another run real quick.
Yeah.
And I saw as well there was some little pop-ups on the side,
Yeah.
on the right. They look like collection journal entries.
Ah, yes. So we have actually expanded the campaign with Drift Attack as well, and we'll show that in a bit with our collection.
that's
journal.
Wreck.
Absolutely.
What a fucking
And
dumbass.
a key thing about this
What a
is it's all
fucking
in the shared
dumbass.
world. So you're not loading out, you're not instancing out into another space.
Yeah.
We wanted to make it as frictionless as possible. So all you need to do is drive through
Not
the
gonna
gantry
crack 100.
and away you go. And
Yeah.
right now, Will is sort of taking the score against himself. If you wanted to, you could actually join a convoy of people and you'd be put on a leaderboard with them as well.
Beautiful.
And it's how we kind of wanted that competition to be more opt-in. So
Yeah.
you can rock up and you can just drift for as long as you like.
A scotch better. A
Yeah.
scotch. I did see the
topping
leaderboards
out
on the side as well.
about 150,
In the leaderboard,
160.
right?
Yeah, so these
You
are
can't get any.
very similar to Time Attack really.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
the in-world leaderboards you see, we'll go drive to them now.
How are Gamescom doing?
How are Gamescom doing? Well, we're not. Okay, so
Oh, Will.
I've got quite a way
Not
to
even
go.
close.
Yeah.
Darling.
Not even close.
whoever was 2 Forza Gamescom 6,
Yeah.
whoever that was, they got the best score. So
Doing
this is actually
really well.
live, and these leaderboards they reset each week as well.
Nice.
So this looks across the entire community as well. So you could be driving past a drift attack circuit and you see your friends on the leaderboard and they've swapped your score.
And you wanna-
It's like
Yeah,
a
you
great
wanna-
way. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then away you go.
And as you said, it's a permanent mode, so you can constantly keep your eye on it, right? Come back to it, have another go.
Exactly. Yeah. So
beautiful.
With that.
So that's the
game
whole
mode
point
you
of this
play,
is that you
today,
just drift
in
around
the
to try
future,
to
you
like
don't get left behind.
climb
It's all
leaderboards.
great
Like that's
players, from the moment it goes live. And with that, we've got some permanent rewards. So let's look at those.
Yeah, let's do it. This is the collection journal that you mentioned, right, Hem?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
beautiful.
one other thing I did see that was quite cool was similar to Time Attack, you've got kind of splits. as
Yeah.
well.
Okay,
So
yeah.
you know which segments you're kind of improving.
What you need to work on.
too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
You kind of see if you're
Here
doing
we
better.
go. Here we go. Go on, Will.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
It's working.
He's
There we
beginning
go.
to believe.
Can I just say, by the way, the collection journals, I've not had a chance to speak to you since. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Great.
hooked. I'm a tick box list kind
So
of
it
gal,
doesn't matter
and
if you
knowing
run
what
into
to go
shit,
in
really.
And having some sort of direction is so helpful.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that Drift Attack has its own element within the journal, right?
It does. Let's take a look.
So yeah, Drift Attack's permanent new mode, as we've said. So we've integrated it into the collection journal on the Horizon Festival campaign. So once you get your yellow wristband, you'll have unlocked it at the Shimano Yammer and you can. take
apparently
that. So yeah, it's got a whole new
Xbox
category for Drift
dropped
Beautiful.
with
the
its own
actual
collection
Fable
items.
trailer shit that
Similar
they were
Time
supposed to
Attack, you
show
get them for completing
at
laps, but instead of
Gamescom
PI
at the
classes,
end
we
here,
kind of focused on different car buttons
but
that make sense for
they've
drifting,
now
drift cars,
deleted
sports
it.
cars,
Yeah.
retro super saloons.
I
all
think
that
that
sort of
adds an element of like thinking about it. 'Cause you can make an S1 or whatever and find someone else's tune and then go and do it and then, hey, well done, you're
Yeah,
great. But
exactly.
actually applying to a specific car type, that's the challenge.
Okay.
I like that.
That's the hope.
Yeah,
so, it encourages
We get
you to
it.
try
It's
different cars as
Forza.
well. They might
Like
not
it's a
try
new mode in
it.
Forza. Why
That
are we
comes with
spending
that
so
as
much
well.
time
Obviously,
on
we
this?
have brand new rewards for this category. So we've got a Drift
Please
Attack
move
race
on.
helmet and suit, which is super cool. People want more of that sort of stuff, so you'll be able to apply that to your character. Then the coolest reward is a brand new Forza edition, the Jaguar XJS Forza edition. So this
You
is
get new
our
cars for
first
doing well, I
post-launch new
guess.
Forza edition,
Can we-
similar to the ones we did for the game's launch. There, it's a complete kind of rework of the car.
Yeah.
You can see this is what we've been driving throughout this stream, so we can kind of see it in action.
Yeah, here it is.
It's not bad looking.
Yeah,
bit
you've
here,
done
is
all
it?
right there.
Yeah,
Get it out.
yeah, well done. We'll confirm you've done all right with
Yeah.
that. Can we get closer to it? Learn what's so special
Absolutely,
about
yeah.
it?
Let's have a look at it in Forza Vista.
Yeah, because one of my favourite things is just how wildly detailed the Forza editions are. Like, I look at my Mazda and I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
hell yeah. Engine block, love that.
Yeah.
I look at the Terreno and like when you're looking at it in first person, there's the coffee cup.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the-
Can we-
so
can
the
we-
details.
We
unreal.
get it.
Yeah, let's see what the details are on the Jaguar.
Yeah, absolutely. The vehicle.
No, let's
our
not
team
see
and
the
handling team,
details
they're
on the
incredible
Jaguar.
playground,
Please not.
And they've kind of knocked it out of the park again with this car. So this was inspired by kind of grassroots drift scene. So they wanted to build something that felt like someone had built it themselves and kind of had that personality to it. So yeah, they've got these amazing decals like this, the unit cat who's on the windows of the car. We've got stuff like you can see like they've taken out the side windows to reduce weight on the car, and they've taken off the door handles as well and put kind of little clips in there. You can see.
Nice.
If we go to the rear of the car and take the back kind of boot off, we'll see the inside as well, where they've got these massive kind of air vents for the drift internals, so that to keep the car cool when it's hitting the limiter all the time. And even like the detail, you can see these kind of metal blocks at the edges, which is where the rear wing mounts onto. So it's kind of like that attention to detail again there.
Yeah.
You can see like where it kind of cuts in.
Love it, so
if we have a look
nice.
at the interior as well.
By the way, if you guys need like a, I don't know, like a Charlie edition horn for the car, it being a Jaguar, it could be like a or something, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Should we try and get it in?
Stunt
Maybe.
silence
Okay.
is a great
Maybe.
reaction to.
We'll need everyone to be quiet for a sec while we record it, but sure.
We might be able to sample that and get it in.
Yeah, all right. well,
Sorry, I had to
let's
go
wait
off camera for a
that,
second.
See what we can
My
do. See what we can do. One of my
daughter is
favorite
coming
things
home
about
from
this,
preschool,
is that the vehicle art team,
and I had to lock
they sort
the
of set
door
themselves a challenge to make
so
this
she doesn't just
pass
run
an
up here and
MOT,
pop, because she
and
likes
be
to just
road
walk
legal.
in when she
So
wants.
they've done all the things
up here.
to make this incredible
the
drift
door's
machine, but at
not
the same
locked.
time you could just nip to the shop and get some milk
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
car if you wanted to.
I'm sure I'll see this on the forecourt of a dealership somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Now, obviously, this is a really cool car.
Yeah.
When am I going to be able to unlock this?
Yes, so yeah, Drift Attack will be launching on the 7th of September, so super soon, only a week
yeah,
or two.
yeah.
Nice.
The car will launch at the same time, and the same as the feature, car's permanently added. It will always live in the collection journal, so whenever you join the game, you'll be able to play Drift
Please
Attack and
move
unlock
on.
the
Please.
Forza Edition Jaguar.
Not a
Please!
seasonal unlock. It's there no matter what.
Please!
time.
Forever.
Car's
Permanently,
there
yeah.
forever, mode's there forever.
We've been looking at the car the whole time. We don't need to look at it more.
Absolutely.
All right, do
Please!
you want to rock, paper, scissors for it?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay,
You're
you
going
ready?
down.
Yeah? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Alright, Charlie.
Your
Oh,
turn then.
hang on.
Why
Right,
are
here's
you
something you
gay?
can play with.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Look
tell
at
you what
this.
then.
Have fun with
What's
that.
this? This is the Lego
Why are
technique,
you gay?
right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
I'll pass over to you. Ready?
Oh, let's
Oh,
not.
this is going to go badly.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine this would break
Drift on
live
it,
on stream?
Here, you have that one.
There we go. This is ours. That's yours. Yeah, so we've this is the Lego Technica. We've got the 488 Pista and the Dodge Viper. Right now, if you go to your message center, you can get a version of these cars with a sort of replica livery that looks very similar to these cars you see here. They look very cool.
Move on.
I wonder who's
Please,
going to take
for the
these
love
home.
of God,
Like,
move on.
like,
For the
no
love
one's
of
ever
God!
said that. Like, we've got these props, and I'm like, well, whose are they? They look awesome,
Please
and they look
move
awesome in
on.
game as well. So that's
Please.
a fantastic partnership we got with
I
Lego
look
Technic.
forward to hunting them down. Henry, I'm going to play with a toy car if you want to play with the digital
Hand
one.
it over.
Right?
We have another partnership as well, right? Coming
Got
up
another one?
that
Why
we,
are you
we've
gay?
kind of announced today at Gamescom. So we're also going to be partnering with 7-Eleven, which is super exciting for us. We've got the booth here and everything. Anyone here is kind of
7-Eleven, guys!
The front.
So you're excited to hear about the partnership between 7-Eleven and Forza Horizon
yeah,
6?
Kind of talking about that more near the time, but something for players to look forward
Just
to.
what you wanted to hear at the Xbox showcase at
Well,
Gamescom.
what we're looking forward to now is seeing
Yeah.
drifting
Your
skills.
turn, Henry. We've seen the leaderboard set by Will.
Do you mind if I change the settings?
No.
That's the sound of a pro. That's
Yeah,
the sound of a pro right there.
No.
Do you mind if I
Do
switch
it
on
live.
manual
changing the
with-
settings.
I
do
think
it
we
live.
need an equal
Do
comparison.
the way Will
You
did
know
it,
what?
right?
You're right.
It's
Oh, this thing's
there you
got
go.
some.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got a bit of
it's
kick?
fierce. It's
Right.
fierce.
What can we do to put off Henry? Like,
Absolutely
I can
nothing.
keep making the noises again. Yeah.
Yeah, that
No,
that is really
I'll cut
not
the
helpful.
show if I keep doing that. Actually.
You gotta.
Okay. All right, Henry. I mean, I think you're focusing a bit too hard on staying in the
No, I'm
clipping
not.
zone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all here for the clipping zone, baby.
Something else to mention about the car that's super cool as well.
Bro,
so obviously
if
we
he-
built it as a
if he
drift
beats the
car to
dude's
match
score.
the feature. But players will be able to upgrade it and tune it themselves. So if you want to turn it
Brother,
into a
it's
more
just-
track focused
Yeah,
car, put some
this
slick
dude
cars
is
on
just
it,
like
you'll be absolutely be able to do
swerving.
that as well.
I've taken out
Put
way
the
too
Forza
tight.
Aero on. So yeah,
Oh no.
Henry.
It's all gone to
We
shit.
left damage on.
It's
No,
all
we're good.
gone bad.
You're good.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Did you like how I
back
changed the
across
camera while I was driving?
Yeah, really cinematic, Henry.
Yeah,
Are
thank
you
you.
trying to distract us from the gameplay?
No.
No.
Hey, what's
would.
over there? I don't think this is going to beat your score, unfortunately.
You've still got I think 3 clipping zones to go. So you can get a lot of points with the multiplier, right? It adds up pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
It's
getting
right
pretty
there.
close.
Go on,
Go on,
Henry.
yeah.
I
you
do
can do
need
it.
to be in there.
Go on, you can do it.
I'm going to be cheeky here.
Henry,
He's done it. He's done
stop
it.
milking it.
You're trying to min-max it. You're trying to
We'll go
min-max it.
backwards. We'll go backwards over
You're
it.
gonna fail it.
Uh-oh,
You're gonna fail it.
You're gonna
Henry,
give
fail
me
it.
time out.
And on that
Nice try,
bombshell,
nice try.
That's
thank
always
you
fun.
so much for joining us, guys. A truly
Ha-ha.
exceptional update to a truly exceptional game.
She-
So thank you so much for
She
joining
did a Top
us.
Gear
Right,
quote,
well,
guys.
Listen up, because we're bringing the Fable experience to you here at
Ladies and
Gamescom
gentlemen,
at home with an
we got 'em.
in-depth look at this reimagining of the franchise.
Yeah, but first, it's time to visit the brooding and futuristic world of Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy, and the voices bringing the characters to life. Check this out.
Okay.
I'm used to killing Xenos, not talking to them.
Dark Heresy? I know nothing about this. It looks like a...
tells me I'm smart. Not that I'm interesting.
Warhammer
There were signs of
40k
bruising, superficial damage to the surface layers of
XCOM
the skin,
game?
apparent loss of integrity in some of the smaller bones.
The heresy of pride. Which
We have
serves
DEI.
one belief in one's own exceptionality,
DEI surgeon.
and the heresy of consorting with the enemies of humanity.
Ah, you expect me to object, Otvaka? I am no longer part of the Tick vein.
You have guessed my race, but I am no foe to you or your tribe.
Recommendation. Additional protection for the Acolyte upon approach.
Okay, that's a thing.
Hey everyone, this is Josh from Octopus Panic, and I'm here to give you a closer look at our
Octopus
game,
Panic.
Grab Hounds.
That is a That is a studio name.
GravHounds is a 1 to 4 player co-op action builder starring a crew of blue-collar working dogs who are lost in space and trying to find their way
Hey,
home.
yo, what?
Hey, yo, what the fuck? Starts aboard the mining
What in the
ship,
furry is
where
the?
crew
What? Whoa,
gathers
hey!
Before heading out.
Someone said
From
Concord
here,
2.
We'll pick a job and launch the mission.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Once we're planetside, everything starts from the collector. This is our
Ugh.
dropship, and it's the center of our operation. To begin, we'll lay out some pipeline, which is the power network that allows us to expand
No!
across
Don't have the
planet.
dogs laying pipe. That's
With the pipeline
weird.
in place, the first thing
You
we
can't
wanna
say the
build
dogs
is
are
the
laying pipe.
fabricator.
No.
This is a factory in a box that allows us to produce build kits for our turrets and other infrastructure.
So it's a tower defense?
Every
Part
GravHound
tower
is
defense?
equipped
yet?
with a grav beam. This
Literally,
can be used
everybody's
to
just
collect
asking about
resources,
Fable at this point.
build defensive infrastructure, and even manage the local wildlife. Some resources are extremely volatile, which can come in handy if used correctly. Collecting
Real
resources
talk, why are they
earns us
dogs though?
build credits,
They
which can be
they
spent
actively
to
chose
expand
to
our
make
operation.
these characters dogs. What are they
Okay,
trying to
with
say?
defenses
What are they
in
trying to
place, we can
do?
move on to our
This
main
could have
job.
easily been like faceless,
An
faceless
excavator
helmet,
has been
like
dropped from orbit
humans.
near a buried artifact.
It could have been
It
like
needs power
actually
to work,
animated,
So we'll push the pipeline across the planet. Set up some defenses
like human
around
characters. Like what? What are we doing?
the site, and then connect it. Once we bring this thing online, it's going to attract a lot of attention. Here they come.
Oh, a swarm. We got some
Each
swarm tech
GravHound
here.
has a booster rig that lets them move quickly and fluidly around the environment. As the pressure rises, so does our power. Our turrets earn experience in combat, and they can be promoted to more powerful, specialized variants.
Weird way to do that. I don't know why a turret
Throughout
would
each
earn
session,
experience.
we earn reward pods, which contain randomized rewards that increase our combat effectiveness. And if somebody misses a beat, they get a second chance, assuming their friends cooperate. Okay, once we survive the wave,
turn into a doggy
the
teddy
excavator
bear, and you have to
finally
revive
reaches the artifact. Now we just have to get it home.
This will be a streamer game that
It's too heavy for one
teams of
GravHound,
streamers will
so
play
the crew has
once
to
and
work
then never
together
touch
to get
again.
it back, while everything in the world is still trying to kill us. Once we secured the artifact, we can prep the ship for launch.
Underway. It shouldn't take too long. This won't go unnoticed.
And this is it. This is when everything that we've built, everything that we've upgraded throughout the session, all of that really matters. Because now we need to hold out for one final wave until the collector is ready to launch.
Okay.
Your turret's under fire.
That's not good.
Apparently, if the chat is correct, we're getting 20 minutes of Fable gameplay just exploring Bowers.
Once the collector's ready, everyone races to get aboard, and we take off and head back
And then
to
you
the mining
extract.
ship.
Okay, so it's another
Once we're back, we'll regroup,
fucking
spend some time
Helldiver
upgrading our
style
stuff,
extraction
and then
shooter.
choose our next destination. Each
It's
session
a
will be
Helldiver
exploring different planets,
It's
different jobs,
what the
different
one that they
builds,
just
different
showed, like
opportunities for
Exterminauts or
disaster.
some shit like that, but with dogs.
And that's
And you're-
GravHounds. GravHounds is coming to Xbox and
GravHound.
PC,
So
and it's
fucking dumb.
available day one with Game Pass.
It's the game that they showed
Well,
earlier,
Fable
but
fans
with dogs
here at
and you're
Gamescom
mining.
are flooding to the Xbox booth for a special theater experience highlighting an early quest in the much anticipated game. And joining me now to bring you guys at home through the demo experience, please welcome Fable game director Ralph.
All right,
Fulton.
finally, we're
How
getting
are you,
some
Ralph?
Fable.
Great to have you.
Super well.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you for having me. How are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for asking. Having a great time at Gamescom. I'm upset that I haven't been over to the theater
I'm
experience
interested
just
to
yet,
see
but maybe I can take a little
what
sneak peek now with
it's
you.
gonna look like now.
Absolutely. Let's go through it.
Sounds good. Now, set the scene for us. What can we expect to see from the demo?
So we are going big for Fable this week at Gamescom. We have actually
They're
got
going
not
big.
one but two demos that we're showing here today, but the one that we're looking at right now is one we're showing in a theater right here on the Xbox booth.
which is a segment from a relatively early quest in the game. And we are bringing together all the disparate bits of Fable that we've been teasing people about for what seems like years now.
They either are not
you're gonna
using
see cinematics, you're going to see story, you're going to see choices and consequences, you're going to see combat.
the standard default female character, or they completely overhauled it. You can tell already.
At Gamescom. And it is all set against the
She
backdrop
she has
of the
no ass, but
magnificent
she was
capital city
sashaying.
of Bowerstone. So we're arriving in Bowerstone, not quite for the first time, but certainly.
But are the
early in
voice
game,
sync's gonna not be
taking
shit?
in its sights.
That's the important part.
Blimey, Governor. It looks absolutely delicious.
The environment visuals
now,
look
you
great.
mentioned we're here at Bowerstone. Talk to us a little bit about maybe this city as
And
well
it's got
as
the
some
classic
of the other
Fable
ones,
style music
and
to it.
how they'll play a role on how the villagers interact or how our character navigates through them.
Absolutely. So Bowerstone, capital of Albion, biggest city in Albion. I think there are some 400 of those 1,000 handcrafted NPCs we've talked about before living right here in the city. 130 houses that you can buy. I think there's about 40 businesses you can buy as well.
Oh my gosh.
So
40
tons and
holy
tons
shit,
to
this
see
thing is
and do and purchase and get involved with. And obviously that living
massive
population is
compared
really
to
the sort of beating heart of our game. It's like
the
a
original
Greek chorus
Fable.
that reflects the things you do back at you. And it's all about our reputation system. So the things you do build reputation, and these people will absolutely let you know.
See, people dog on the
what they think about
reputation
the things you've
system.
done.
I actually like
Philippa
that.
just there, mouthing off again. Classic.
They are not backwards and coming forwards when it's about telling you what they think about the things you've done. They are
The guards
very
definitely look
opinionated
updated.
Indeed.
Wow.
This guy is
See,
actually.
this is what I would call a
my husband, that's
reimagining
Elliot.
of
So
Fable.
hello, Elliot. I have been to Bowerstone before, and we got married. This is where we live. This is a house. All the buildings in the city, and indeed the game, you can go inside. They all have fully realized interiors. The design, the level of detail is just incredible. We live here, Elliot and I, with our daughter Daisy, who's just round the corner here.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to leave our father to deal with that question.
probably. That's easier. The interior is absolutely gorgeous, Ralph.
Yeah, incredible work from our artists, incredible work from our technicians. A really, really beautiful game, and very within Bowerstone.
I want to
We're
see
a
combat
variety of different
and what
parts
that
of
looks
the
like.
city,
I want to
which
see
will all
voice
reflect the different
synchronization,
statuses of the people who live here.
and I want to see the
Gorgeous.
front of that character.
So whereabouts are we headed off to? What is our hero
Those are the
up to on
three
this
main
journey?
things I want to
Great.
see at
Well,
this point.
quick story recap. What has brought us here is obviously that terrible event that happened at the start of the game. You'll remember from Dev Direct, I hope that your village was turned to stone, including your grandma. Very sad. You grew up, you have left the village, and you are now looking for the help of the legendary heroes of the Heroes Guild, because grandma
Why'd they
said
cut
that
a-
if you're ever in trouble, that's where you should go.
Why did
to
you
get
cut
some
away from the
help.
gameplay?
We couldn't quite get into the Heroes Guild earlier. We went and got a key from our brother Connor, and now we have used that key to access the Heroes Guild. We're looking for Humphrey the Golden, who you might remember from a trailer we did a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
this
believe
is-
he's the guy that can help us save our
They
grandma
changed.
and our village.
They
and we're about
changed
to
their
meet
look.
him right now.
They fucking changed their look. They fucking
grandma.
changed their look.
Indeed.
Someone in their chat says Fable and
Again,
Witcher
the interior
and
looks
Hogwarts
amazing.
Legacy.
Love the
all
artwork on
yeah,
the left.
it does kind of look like. I'm not saying that's bad. Yeah, this is not the default. This is either not the default looking character or they completely revamped her.
Can I get a large beer, please? Thank you.
Okay.
A large beer. Right. This will do.
But that's like a cinematic. Like I'm looking for actual like NPC interaction.
Oh.
Obviously, you can choose to throw it over him or just hand it over. We've been asking the crowd in the theatre what they think. Just generally throw it over him.
Interesting.
So I think that's what we go for here.
Oh, you took your bloody All right. Hero. Yeah, of course you are.
I need your help.
Now I'm finished. Guild's closed.
My nan used to tell stories about you. She
Your
said...
nan? If you're some kind of mega fan, I think I've still got some merch out the back. Got shields with my face on. Sort of tabard things.
She's trapped. They all are. My whole village. There was a woman in red. She could have been a hero or...
You're a hero. You'll work it out.
And what about you? You're being evicted. You gonna tell me what happened?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
voice sync is not great.
Particularly proud of it, but I ran up a few debts. I don't like to talk about that. I reached out to a local sculptor in town, commissioned him to capture my image in a raw and marble. Anyway, I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh,
but,
so it's flashing back and forth.
He wouldn't pay me in the end. I did what anyone would do, and I went down to Ronnie's place.
You lost the Heroes Guild on a bet. It's fine. I'll get it back. And your gold.
You're not listening. I meant what I said. I'm done.
I'm not doing it for you.
Well then.
Okay.
Humphrey.
There are parts where the voice sync doesn't
Yeah,
look
they say
great,
never
and
meet
parts
your
where the voice
heroes,
sync
right?
looks actually pretty good.
What a letdown.
Yeah. Yeah. So we saw a choice there. Obviously, that's not a massive choice in the scheme of things, but it does result in a reputation. Humphrey now thinks you're an arsehole.
What can you do?
It's fair.
Yeah, you throw a beer.
You will have millions of little choices like that, and they will scale up in importance and repercussions throughout the game, culminating right at the end of the game in some really earth-shattering, permanent decisions you'll have to make, which will change the face of the world forever.
Okay, wow. I don't know if I'm ready for those. I take a lot of time deciding if.
That sounds fucking amazing. As somebody who's big into affecting story and affecting the world in their gameplay, like that.
Humphrey, where
that's
does
my
this
shit.
idea of
Like
the cutaways and the talking heads come from for the interviews within the gameplay? It's so interesting and gives us like a real insight into.
But I want to
some of the
see
more
like actual
characters.
interactions
I'm really
with like
curious.
NPCs
It does, and I
back
think
and
it's
forth.
something that we haven't really seen in video games before. We're super
'Cause
familiar
from
with
what
that,
I saw
guess,
that
from,
last
like, TV.
time,
You know, The
it
Office
looked
did it,
jarringly
Parks and
bad.
Recreation did it, and lots of great shows like that have done it. The interesting thing about this
And I'd
is
like
it
to see
actually
some
stems
combat.
way back from our pre-production
Some
phase.
in-game
when we were
combat.
trying to figure out how to go and shoot cinematics like that, from directing our actors and doing the performance capture and the rendering that's required for hair and eyes and all that kind of good stuff. Really, just to prove out that pipeline, we recorded two.
I also
speeches by
feel
two of
like
our
this
actors,
game, when it
which they
releases,
did
it's going to be bugged to
camera.
shit.
Really, just because we
So,
wanted to study the face,
but
and
that's
see how
just
it moved
modern
and all
gaming.
that kind of good stuff. And we really loved the effect it had, that sort of almost mock interview effect, and it does exactly what you observed there.
Yeah, but you
Gives
don't
an
need
opportunity
that.
to see into the mind
Like,
of the character.
that's probably
It
the
can
thing I
give some
hate most
motivation
about
in a
this
much
is the
simpler,
mockumentary
clearer way
interviews.
than they would in a dialogue normally. And we liked it so much, we asked the question, how can we get this into our game? And we do it in exactly that way, a sort of cutaway within a cinematic, and it just gives you a little more insight, a little more humour from the character. We hope folks will
Or
really
you could
enjoy
just
it.
write the game
I
well.
certainly will as well. But that's so interesting how it came about, rather than being such a conscious decision from the start. You know,
You'd be surprised how much of video game development works like that.
Oh my gosh. A new hero. Mind if I take notes?
Keep your nose out, mate. Slick Ronnie sent us. She wants old Golden Balls evicted, and we're happy to oblige.
Yeah, that looks bad. That still looks really bad.
This doesn't need to get violent.
Whoa. Giving villains a chance to save themselves? So heroic.
Wrong. Ronnie
That looks
owns
very
it.
Bethesda.
Now, legally, the guild's hers. So that means you're trespassing.
Get somewhere safe.
That looks very double
So
A
we weren't able
when
to
it
talk
comes to
ourselves
the
out there.
the
Ralph,
facial
what are we seeing with
expressions.
the combat here.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is what we call style weaving combat, right? And it's an evolution, I think, of the combat that people loved in the original Fable trilogy. It's
Okay.
about strength, skill, and will, which is about weaving between ranged and melee and magical attacks. We hope really seamlessly, really simply, really fluidly to allow you to choose how
So
you
they're a
take
little
on any
less
given combat scenario.
standing
So
around.
the player that we've recorded for this particular video, super skilled at this, knows all the moves, you know, but is also demonstrating just how easy it is to move from one style to another and dispatch the enemies.
Absolutely. Love that little move with the dagger at the end.
Very nice,
there.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I'm the hero of Bry Hill.
I don't know where that is, but I bet they're proud of having you as the hero.
So,
Someone in
what
their
are you
chat
doing
said
here?
looks stiff.
Oh, right.
A little bit,
I
yeah.
have Mr. Golden's script.
It doesn't look as bad as
It's
it
the first
did
step of my three-step
combat
plan.
wise, but it
Write
still
musical,
feels a
get Mr.
little.
Golden to star in the musical,
They could be
make Mr.
faster.
Golden
The
happy
AI
again.
could be more in tune. They could.
So this
Maybe it's an
character, this
adjustable
adorable
setting
little
that you
child
can
called
have
Billy,
harder combat and
is
have
we're
a more
describing
level,
her
higher
as
level of difficulty, but
a part-time playwright, full-time orphan. She lives at the orphanage, and she is trying to get Humphrey the Golden to star in a play about his life. The point of showing this quest is to show people exactly what it's going to be like to play a quest, but all our quests are super varied. In the quest after this one, you'll actually take part in that very same musical. So we'll meet Billy again. That's for another day, but something that people can look forward to when they play the game in February.
Okay, so there's a skill
when we
tree.
come out. What we're seeing right now,
Kinda
though,
knew that already.
is a very quick glimpse at our skill tree. We're spending a
Blade
skill
summon,
point we earned from that
classic
last combat
Fable
encounter on a new
mechanic
spell
there.
called Blades, which is great for crowd control. But I'm sure people will be freeze framing and screen capping that screen just to see
Enjoy that.
what else might be contained within.
Yeah, can you give me some tips maybe
Yeah.
about how I should build my hero, or what should players focus on with their talents and skills?
So
we got
that's
fat
a great
bitch
question.
NPCs
I think honestly the
in
question,
leotards,
the answer that we would always go
in
to is
tights.
we want you to be the hero you
So
want
there's
to
that.
be, right? And we've set up this combat system, the way progression works, the way that you'll build.
And anybody
skills
who has
and
problems
your
with like,
moves and
oh, there's a
upgrade your
light
weapons,
path
it's
guiding
based
your
on
way.
how
That's
you
what
want to develop
the
as a
Fable's
hero.
had
And I
that
guess
since like
also your
Fable 2.
particular
So
style
like,
in combat, you know, so you're not bound by any specific class. You can basically build.
and anybody
the
who's like,
loadout that
oh,
you want.
DEI, there's a
Personally,
lot of
I'm all
different
about,
races in you.
power,
Like
so big
Fable has
hammer,
had
damage
like
dealing spells.
black
There are
people in
lots
the
more
game since
skilled
the first
players than
game.
me who use crowd
Like,
control and
it's that kind of
teleports
environment.
and what have you. You know, so it's all about how you want to take on a combat encounter.
Nice. I am impressed by some of the magic we've
Fucking
seen
Barb
here
the
and earlier in
bartender.
the year as well. I'm
quite
excited
pretty,
to get
isn't
my
it?
hands on
Yeah.
it. Very pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, so we made it to a tavern, a wee pub
Oi.
vibe.
You got business with Ronnie or what?
That's right. This is the hangout of
You
the
tell me.
the gang.
Me?
Tell you. The Silks? Is it the Silks? I think it's the
that's a bit
Silks.
above my pay grade, pal.
We're trying to reclaim the guild deeds which Humphrey lost on a bet. Yes, we're trying to negotiate our way in here. It's the Slicks, of
we
course.
don't care
It's the
about
Slicks.
manners. Any feedback for me?
Same
by the
letters.
way?
They're fine.
I'm on a work experience.
So the more
placement. I don't make it
cinematic,
here. I've got to slum it with the Oakshire gangs, you know.
the more cinematic conversations
Try
are
swearing more, arsehole.
Blimey. I could give it
Decent?
a shitting go.
in terms of like
Yeah, fair enough. He doesn't
the voice
seem like the
sync,
most
but
confident
like some of
criminal
them
I've ever come across,
are
our
not,
friend
and they
Sam,
come off.
But I think
The
our
look
advice
on
will
everybody's
stand him in
face
good
comes
stead.
off very
I think so
wooden,
too.
I
very
think actually
original
we're
Oblivion.
gonna kill him in just about 45 seconds time, but
spoilers.
That's a little bit of a spoiler, yeah. So this particular challenge you can play any number of ways.
Maybe it's because the
when
game
you
director
actually
has
play
a
it
very
in the game. I think
wooden-looking
for,
face, like,
in the
not
interest
very
of
expressive.
time, we pay our way through this next particular blockage. But there are different ways you can go and speak to people and find different ways through this locked door.
Amazing.
I'm here to see Ronnie.
Good for you. Boss ain't really taking on new clients right now. You got an appointment.
So yeah, we're cash rich, so we're just going to pay the 2.5 grand.
Easy way. There you go.
Can't you look the other way?
For that amount of coin, I'll look whichever way you tell me to, mate. Why don't you go on through, eh?
With her one eye.
Make yourself at home. But not too at home. No touching the boss's stuff. She'll be with you shortly.
Sarney, love her name as well. Was someone called Big Bath as well?
Yeah, that was. I think that was another member of the gang.
Ah.
Yeah. It's a
Old
good
sandwich
nickname.
replacer, yeah. Could be worse.
So we're looking for the guild deeds, and I guess the likelihood is that they're behind this locked door. But you know, our hero is resourceful. We're gonna pick this lock.
She did give us a wee clue to have a look about. Well, tell us not to, but what are you going to do in this scenario? Not open the locked door?
Exactly.
Oh, I love all the trinkets we've got
Yeah, it
around
looks-
here.
Yeah, and
Very pretty.
we don't do it in this video, but there's a lot more to rummage through in this
Better get this back to the guild.
in this particular room. But yeah, in the interest of time, we're just going to
Steal
grab
shit.
the guild deeds and go.
Yeah. Ralph, I'm really guilty for that. I'll check in every nook and cranny.
I do
That'll
the
be
same.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
I think it's good player behavior.
Me too.
Yes.
Thank you. Vindication. I like that.
Had a few too many pints, actually. You smug git. That's quite funny. I tell you what, though, it takes stones robbing from me in my own poorhouse. Humphrey used to be like that, back in the day, before he shit the bed and fell apart. Not that I haven't enjoyed.
I don't know.
watching
It's hard
the
to
guild
take like
slowly
evil
bleed
women
out.
seriously. Like I don't know.
Well, you're bleeding out next. Now you're speaking my language.
This hero causing you grief, boss.
Nothing you lot can't sort out. Humphrey should have warned you not to fuck with me, hero. Bit late now. Sort them out.
Okay, another wee look at combat, another fracas on our hands here. We spoke about some of the different various combat that we can use for tools, melee, range, etc. How do they complement each other?
They don't.
And Ralph, what's your preferred style? You mentioned that big hammer earlier.
So I love a big hammer.
Yeah.
I think exactly.
I feel like they're a
I say,
bit too
I tend to go
standoffish
for,
as far as
big
combat
damage-dealing
goes. They're all just
spells, light
standing
blades,
around,
light
like
fireball,
yeah, like
but you can play the game in a bunch
in
of
the
different
original
ways. We actually
Fable.
had
Anybody
somebody
who's
playing
played the original
hands-on,
Fable or
over,
Fable 2, Fable 3
in our
knows
behind-closed
they're
door
like
demos today, who absolutely
those
blessed with
NPCs,
incredible
those
skill level,
like
did it on the
enemies.
highest, difficulty
They would
level,
come
so
in and attack
our
you.
team were sort of standing around
No matter what, and they would swarm you and all keep hitting you at the same time. It was annoying as shit.
Is that you can come to this with whatever skill level you have, and the game will meet you at it. We have a bunch of different difficulty levels, and also a range.
Okay,
of
so they do
enemies
have
that
different
challenge you in
difficulty
different
levels,
ways.
so you can bump up the
that sounds class.
difficulty
Speaking of a
if you
range
think
of
this is too
different
easy.
enemies, we've got quite a large gentleman here with maybe a different level of threat than our heroes face. What are we seeing?
Yeah, he's a big lad, isn't he? I wouldn't go as far as to say he's like a mini boss or anything like that. He's just a particularly large human enemy.
But the real question is that like,
we absolutely
is any of the because in Fable 2 and 3
really
at least,
enemies
like,
that are
and I
gonna
think
give
1,
you,
the
even
more
of a
you
challenge than
use
this
certain
guy,
weapon
and then we have
types, the
proper boss
more
fights as
it would
well.
affect your
As you can
body.
imagine
Like using
against Isabel, who we
ranged
met
weapons would
June
make
in
you
our
taller.
showcase trailer.
Using
And
melee
who knows,
weapons would make you
perhaps
like
against someone else
beefier,
as well.
brawnier, and
yeah,
using
this dude
magic
is just a really,
would like
really
make you
large guy with
glowy
an
and give you
axe,
like tattoos and shit. So like,
as you can see, takes a bit of wearing down, but is ultimately
I wasn't
no match for
particularly
our
like
hero.
a massive fan of that.
Oh, absolutely sparked. Oh, shame about that beautiful mustache.
Indeed.
Oh well. Is that Big Bap? He should be called Big
Eric,
Bap.
experience
it was
orbs.
Big Bap actually. We didn't see Sanj there. Hopefully he got away.
Maybe.
I would say that this trailer shows that it's better,
This looks absolutely
but it's still not
stunning.
like
I know I won't be alone in saying that.
great
Ralph, so
in
congrats
terms
to
of
you,
combat.
The team at Playground, everything for Fable. I can't wait to actually get my hands and play. But if there's anything you'd like to share with the folks at home, what are you hoping that they take away from this?
Well, look, I mean, people have been saying to us for ages when we put out a bunch of trailers for this game over the years. People have been saying to us, show us the gameplay, show us the gameplay. That's exactly what we've been doing this year. In June, we showed 30 minutes of our life simulations. Here, we're showing what it's really like to play a game and a quest in our game. This is a genuine quest from our game. And it combines all those things, right? There's conversations, there's choices, there's moral dilemmas, there's freedom, There's combat, there's humor.
I mean,
there's
it's not going to be
cinematics,
everybody's
there's
cup of tea. I'm
people
going to
from
tell you
Peep
that
Show.
right now. But
You
it
know,
looks
so it's
good
kind
for
of
somebody
got
like
we're
me
getting a really
who
great
enjoys this
reaction
style
from
of
folks in
game.
the theater at
It will-
Gamescom this week.
it looks
I hope
fine.
Many more will
And it
continue
looks
queuing
worth
for
the money
it,
that you're going to spend on
tomorrow.
it.
And yeah, we're just hoping folks at home enjoyed this sneak peek at the game that we're building.
I hope they did too. I'll be first in queue tomorrow. Ralph, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for joining us as well. This has been lovely.
Not at all.
And the
thank
combat
you.
does
Well,
look
guys, we've
still
had
pretty
such a
easy,
great first
but
day here
like
at
you said,
Gamescom.
there's
I
different
hope you've
difficulty
enjoyed it just
levels,
as much as
so
I
maybe you
have.
can bump that up.
We've been able to bring you 11 titles coming to Xbox Game Pass, including 2 world premieres and some of the biggest
Okay.
upcoming games like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, and of course, Fable. But this is merely day 1. Tomorrow, day 2 kicks off with the frenetic survival combat of PUBG's latest venture, DeadNet. Plus, you can look forward to more world premieres and exclusive gameplay walkthroughs from the latest titles.
Doesn't sound
making
like there's a
splash
lot great
here
to come
at
up with.
Gamescom. Before we go though, let's check in with Benny and Charlie.
I kind of thought we were going to get GTA 6.
This is the world
that's what
of
they
Halo
talked about
Campaign
earlier,
Evolved,
but-
a fitting place.
No,
to end the
fuck
day as
you.
fans
Fuck
take the
Campaign
fight
Evolved.
to the
Nobody
Covenant
cares.
In this incredible life-sized warthog. Of course, this was just
She
too
does
good
not
to
care
get
up
photo
there.
op. Right, Charlie?
Yeah, very right there, Benny. So keep it right here, and we'll see you all tomorrow. This is Xbox at Gamescom 2026.
Okay.
And Benny, let's go ahead, get him!
We don't even have a driver.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. That was... Listen. Let's turn this shit off. Listen. There are worse showcases. There have been worse showcases. Was it great? Not really. But like, I have to say, some highlights, I think, Tomb Raider, something Atlantis. It's basically a remake of a Tomb Raider game that already exists. That looked really good. Gears of War E-Day, for people who are massive Gears of War fans, like that's going to be, it looked really, really good, despite the fact that they are way too obsessed and moving in the wrong direction, I think, on ray tracing and DLSS and all that bullshit. And then like another highlight, Exterminate, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically a, what was it? What was it here? Let me pause here. That's day 2. So where was it? Exterminauts. That's what it was. It was called like Exterminauts. And it looked actually pretty good. It's basically Helldivers, but with more brighter colors. And it's like a 3-person extraction. So like there's that. I think personally, I think Fable looks really good. There's some things like I still don't think the voice sync looks awesome. I still think that the combat looks but you can increase the difficulty in the combat so that like since NPCs are waiting more to attack you, when they do attack you, it's more meaningful. So there's that. Clearly, the main character, the default character that they've been showing, is kind of going away, and in terms of being the face for this game after a lot of the backlash that it's gotten. So I think that's good. In general, if I had to give it a grade, probably like a C+, B-. There was a lot of stuff in it that was boring. Like a lot of stuff in it that was like, all right, let's please move to the next thing. Fucking IKEA furniture. Terrible. What the fuck are you thinking? Fucking like 20 minutes on Forza Horizon's drift mode? Why are we doing this? But there was a lot there that was good, and there was a lot there that was absolutely terrible. It was a lot of yin and yang with not a whole lot in between. But yeah, there was no Doom Scroll cast last night. I said I would mention this at the beginning because I worked a lot of hours IRL work, and I was absolutely, completely tired. And I almost forgot to even make a post about it. And I planned on doing this today. So I was like, I'm not going to do Doom Scrollcast because I'm absolutely tired. And like the next day I'm going to do this stream too. So I might as well just do this stream. We will have, what is today? Wednesday. So tomorrow we will have, we will have a gaming stream, and it will be Star Wars Zero Company. That is what we plan on doing. I'm going to buy that tomorrow when it drops. We're going to play that, see what that's like. It might be ass. It might be actually good and surprise me. I don't know. It's an XCOM style of game, which I have some familiarity in terms of that combat, but we'll see. Some of the things about it look really good. Some of the things don't, but we'll see. But that's on the docket for tomorrow. Might do some videos and like shorts. I know I haven't been making a lot of like full video content and a lot of content in general right now, video wise and shorts wise. But again, that's really because this week my work has worked me like a slave, basically. They scumbag scheduled me. They scheduled me basically a bunch of hours on one week, and then the next week it starts when that week ended. So basically I'm working 6 days in a row, like full shifts, and they're making me work like over 40 hours or about 40 hours like straight, without having to put me on 40 hours in 1 week. And it's been stressful, and it's not giving me a lot of time to actually make and create and like edit content while also like doing all the normal things like be a father and, you know, play video games that I want to play and like have some kind of relaxation times and getting in showers and meals and etc. So yeah, that's kind of the reason why. But do plan on streaming tomorrow, gaming stream. I will see you then. Hope you guys have a good day, and we will talk to you again later.